And then when you put the glasses on?
Yeah. Well, they look kind of crooked.
She can see her veins.
No, your glasses
Wow.
are good.
Yeah.
I mean, normally you wear the contact, but
Mm-hmm.
no, yeah. When you put the glasses on, it's like
The
studious.
Ray-Bans, they're cool.
Studious meets sexy. It's good. It's a good look for you.
Yeah, I tried to hang a lot of boob out today to distract from my glasses.
Oh, that was your plan?
Yeah, it was intentional. Was it working?
You're like,
Nah.
I can't wear contacts. Let me just do my bosom dress.
Let me make my boobs look nice.
Welcome to the show, everyone. And it's where talk radio meets live music. So, except for today, we got a cancellation.
Man.
Shines. Yes, we've got.
Crazy violinists.
Yeah, no,
She must be picking in the green
What
someplace.
did she text me here?
Can't make it up. Weather's too nice.
Weather's too nice. Yes, that's what it is. I'm
Ain't it
telling you.
gorgeous, man?
That's what it is. But it's all right. We like Alicia. She's good people.
Yeah, she is. But that's okay.
She wanted to send the other guy, Paul. I'm like, no, we don't like him. No, to be honest with you, it's you that we want. We don't want Paul. That guy's like, I don't know, he's like a stalker.
A stalker?
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need that.
I got enough problems.
We like him. But yeah, we got a lot going on. This is where, we tell your story, Clarksville. Busy weekend.
Seriously, I was watching you guys.
Very busy
I was like,
weekend.
dang.
Yeah. We had a social media push this weekend. Well, Friday after the show, we're right to the pro wrestling fights.
Yeah.
Bet you missed out on some good fights, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Had to.
Crimson lost.
What?
Yeah, Crimson submitted.
He
I'm
tapped
telling
out.
you, Crimson lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tapped
What?
out.
You don't believe it?
Is that the deal when you have a visitor?
What?
Okay, I'll take the fall. You come do my show.
Yeah, no, he lost.
Wow.
It was unbelievable.
Mm.
But, yeah, it was pretty good. You know, Jeff Jarrett hit Josephus over the head with the guitar.
Fine.
Always cool.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did anybody go
Not for
through
Josephus.
Anybody go through the table?
Nobody went to a table.
Guitars hurt, by the way.
Yeah, but these guitars, they're
Electric or acoustic?
uh,
Paint the picture here.
like guitars that are built and designed to go through people's heads. You know? What I mean?
Oh, okay.
They don't
okay.
make anything designed to go through someone's head.
Well, let's just say I don't think you want to be playing this guitar because it won't do any good.
So like a
Right.
first act.
It's more like a prop.
It won't
Yeah.
do you any good to play that
Yeah,
anyway.
it's a prop.
Okay.
But it sounds good. It makes good noise. It goes
Twang.
boom. And yeah, Josephus, he did a great job.
Oh man.
You can tell, like right before it hits, they put the chin to the chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they get ready for the embracing of it.
Welcome to Music City.
Which is weird because like 2 seconds before he was knocked out. You know what I mean? But all of a sudden he regained consciousness to do that maneuver where the chin goes to the.
That was some good H2O.
Oh, that's one good H2O. But yeah, that was good times. And then afterwards, that section 125 was good. I liked it over there. I was expecting more of the everyone to go over there afterwards. It was still kind of quiet. Like after the MMA fights,
Mhm.
the after party was at section 125,
Right.
and we packed that place.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Do you want to know what the difference is?
What's the difference?
What the difference is when you go out to these pro wrestling matches, it's a family event. Kids really get into it. They're screaming, they're shouting, and you got to take the kids home after.
That's a good point.
They're tired.
But I saw-
Nobody's bringing kids to the MMA event.
That's not true.
That blood is real.
That's not true. There was
That blood is real.
there was a.
I mean, that's kind of a grown-up. That's a grown man sport, isn't it?
You're
I
kind
would
of
think
wrong.
so.
There was plenty of kids at the MMA fights.
I never saw kids.
I agree with your point. Your point was good.
I mean, is it the fighters' kids?
A lot of the families.
Like I'm thinking a lot of their own personal
A
families.
lot of the
went out.
families, but I saw a lot of MMA supporters bring their family to the MMA fights.
Little kids?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I even see it at boxing matches too.
Yeah.
Good for them, yeah. It's so fierce.
But yeah. So that was section 125. Who were we hanging out with? Oh, Steve Means was fun. Yeah, Steve Means was good. Right?
Steve Means,
Right?
yeah.
Steve Means is excellent.
He's always good.
Yeah, it was good. The who else was there? Oh yeah. Keith was trying to just get the shots again. Just no,
Keith.
stop it, Keith, please. But then Saturday, Sky,
Mm.
man, that
Joe.
Clarksville Extreme Open House Challenge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hole in one.
Oh man, we.
Yeah, y'all look so lost.
Goal.
That was fun.
Where were you at, Owens? Where were you at? You want
At
to talk?
home watching you
Yeah.
struggle.
We were all racing for 5,000, and $5,000. I mean, good for Leap Org. It raised $9,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
right.
Scott, we helped raise
There's some-
$9,000.
It's amazing.
Winners.
So that's good, and we like Leap Org. But here's the thing, Clarksville, you have another competition that's rigged. Good for
You think so?
Yep.
No.
900 points to the winner.
I think that they went out of their way and got like 600 bonus points by taking the Cumberland City stop.
Joe, I gotta tell you.
There was one
though,
stop in Cumberland City. I don't think anybody went because it's really the only thing you could have done.
There was what, Mark?
I watched the video.
Right.
You were doing the live feed throughout, and you were using your GPS.
Right. No, Sky was.
Yeah, well, y'all had lost already from that point.
What do you
If
mean?
you don't know Clarksville well enough that you have to use a GPS
Man, really?
to navigate from the
It doesn't tell you
four
what
main
roads
boulevard-
they're on.
What do
It
you
doesn't
mean?
tell you what roads that they're. You just get a map with a bunch of pinpoints on it. You have to GPS it to find out where the address is.
Now you don't
I
have
know
to.
that.
You don't have to use it.
Well, you don't
That's
know
what we
business
use.
is. Yeah.
Right, but if you click on the points, it was actually done very sophisticated.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
it's
gets
phone
the,
apps.
it gives you
Yeah.
your next place to go. You know the business,
Yeah.
right?
And every place
So-
that you got to go, you scan in a barcode,
Mhm.
okay? And it automatically sends a text message to the headquarters, so your points, get sent over there.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good then, yeah.
Yeah, oh, it was cool.
It was pretty integrated. Very
And,
tech.
and at each stop, you had to do a certain challenge to
Mhm.
earn those points, And one of them was make a pepperoni pizza at Chris's Pizza Village.
Which I'm very good at.
Oh, shoot, Sky did great. There was no reception in here, so we had to stop filming. The other one was Sky did this math problem.
Yeah.
Got that done
Do
electric.
tell, do tell.
Like I couldn't believe it, Sky.
It's a 5-part word problem.
You should wear your glasses more often.
Nope.
You're smarter.
I don't want people to know
See, I would
that.
have lost anyway.
I don't need
Could have had
that.
me at the math problem.
She was adding kilowatts with currency.
Look at that.
With time. I mean,
Squares and stuff.
yeah.
Not the squares.
Yeah.
Like you impressed that old man very much.
Yeah.
It could have been the dress you were wearing.
Didn't even use a calculator.
Nope. Didn't
Nope.
use a calculator.
But the hole-in-one with the golf game was better.
And
That was my favorite.
The golf game was good. F&M Bank. We got screwed. We got screwed. We got the cornhole screw job we got.
I'm terrible at cornhole.
You were the worst at
I'm
cornhole.
good at mathematic cornhole.
And there was a bunch of singing, like at Mary's Music we had to sing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, Sky did all the singing.
No, you did the Rocky Top. That's great.
No, Rocky Top got stuck in my head after you were singing it at Mary's Music.
You're welcome.
But you nailed it there. But Last Train to Clarksville, Journey's Eye. Yeah, that was good.
Dressed like a homeless person.
Just like hobos.
Don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Don't know why that was important at all.
But it was good. It was good.
Here's your challenge. I can put on pants.
But then the only issue I had is after everyone got done, because 1 o'clock you had to cross the finish line.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, and
but it's on Wilma.
Yeah, it's on Wilma Boulevard at 1
1
o'clock on Saturday.
No.
Ridiculous. Why
So-
would you do that?
So everyone's sweating, just stuck in this bumper to bumper traffic. But then when we get there, like we're waiting an hour and a half to find out who the winner is.
Mhm.
Just sitting around there. And the DJ that they hired, that DJ MC,
They had a lot of people turn out though. Yeah, it was
huge turnout.
But great turnout,
Yeah.
and it's all good for charity.
He was crappy. He was wearing that New York Yankees hat, and I go, "Oh, so you're a Yankees fan?" He goes, "Nah, I'm not really a baseball fan. I just wear the hat." I go, "Okay."
It was probably a Christmas present or something. He was nice enough.
So you're a loser.
He was nice enough. He sounded.
No,
nice.
he was a nice
So,
guy.
He's a
just-
nice guy.
But I mean, come on. If you're gonna be like wearing like people's sports team, know a little bit about the sports team.
Exactly.
Yeah,
For
right?
the love of God, if you're gonna wear a baseball hat, don't let it be the Yankees.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, man, you don't want it to be the Braves right now either. Huh?
Ew.
Sure don't.
0-6 right now.
Wow.
Hey, if they can find
like
a way
your
to
fantasy
lose,
football.
if they can lose less games than 100 this year, then that's probably an improvement.
Let's get a title of sack
And you don't talk about my fantasy football.
0-6.
Yep.
But then after that, Ernesto, how about the O'Connors, huh?
Yeah,
It got cold.
it was very, very.
It got cold. We
It was
earned
worth it, but it was cold.
Yeah, we earned that money that we raised for St. Jude's.
Oh yeah, I bet.
St. Jude's, as we all know, Children's Hospital. All the funding that they get is based on donations.
Right.
So Rob Brown put together this event for to help raise money for St. Jude's.
Yeah.
And Music from Merce was there. They're great. Michael Yao and Yarborough. I love them. Even Daniel Walker, young phenom on the bass.
Yeah, right.
He's a cool guy.
He's great.
But then Resurrection. That guy sounded just like Journey.
He had,
Steve Perry.
he had the Steve Perry wig on.
Yeah, it looks like it too,
He
didn't
comes
he?
out
Yeah.
with the Steve Perry mullet wig. It's
Oh, it's a mullet wig.
I don't think it was a wig. It looked real to me.
No, it was a
I'd
wig.
say yes.
Because he was walking around with a shaved head earlier. Hey guys, I called the show. It was great to talk to you guys.
Oh,
And then he's like, just this little town boy. Yeah, it was good.
okay.
But better.
Yeah. but much better. Yeah, I'm not a Steve Perry.
You were really good. You're getting better though.
Oh, good.
That one actually didn't sound bone-wrenchingly terrible.
Good. I've been
Bone
practicing.
wrenching.
Yeah.
I'll continue throughout the show today.
No, thank you.
No.
No.
Practice in the privacy of your own home.
In the shower.
Greg,
Yeah, in the
Greg Parr's
shower.
over there. How about that T-shirt candy, huh?
Greg.
Let me tell you something.
Get your money's worth.
People go crazy over T-shirts.
There were people tackling each other to get these t-shirts.
I love t-shirts.
Like bridesmaids
AJ
and
does.
yeah.
AJ would tackle someone.
No.
Like
Yeah,
one
you
of
wouldn't.
them,
You
one of
ever
them was
sing
just a Bud Light T-shirt,
A Bud Light.
I love Bud Light.
and they're like elbowing people out of the way. This little girl gets, get out of here, you punk, and you just take the T-shirt away from them.
Yeah, there were a couple people that they were watching where the cannon was aiming
Yes.
so that they could run towards that area.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they were, and we were leading them. It was like Vietnam, you know. We just lead them a little bit. Yeah, it was
Did you
great.
pretend to like shoot the cannon like the dog when you pretend to throw the stick and then
Yeah.
start running?
Yeah.
No, but then,
I like doing that.
there was this other radio station out of Nashville DJ that came in to give like a few words to St. Jude's. So we're in the middle like playing Rock You Like a Hurricane while we're doing the T-shirts.
No.
Here I am, ka-dunk, rocking like a hurricane, ka-dunk. And all of a sudden she just gets on the microphone. All right, St. Jude's is a very important. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, she didn't give us a heads up or
Right.
anything.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden you hear in the crowd, T-shirt cannon,
Yeah.
T-shirt cannon, T-shirt cannon.
She's trying to make this like prominent, very profound
Oh,
speech
yeah.
about St. Jude's and
Like
the
she wrote
importance.
it. Maybe she's nervous about her speech.
I don't
the best man
no,
speech.
no. If she's a radio talent
No,
and on their
she's-
personality.
Yeah, but they don't. Do they do a lot of live speeches?
Yeah, just like Ernesto said, you know.
T-shirts!
Screw the kids! I want a T-shirt.
No.
Yeah, it was
It's all for the
crazy.
kids.
I know, except when T-shirt cannon comes out. Rock like a hurricane.
That is hilarious.
But that was good. That was good. And then Greg hooked us up afterward. Greg's the man. Greg Parbs, he's the man. Which Thursday nights.
Oh, he is. I love Greg.
We start ladies' nights over there
Ladies'
with
night.
DJ Ernesto.
That'll work out.
I'm
good
gonna
for
make
you.
it super awkward.
Yeah, ladies, you're in good hands. Like Allstate. He's like the Puerto Rican Allstate. He's good. He's good.
Kids don't have insurance.
Oh man.
Nice.
God.
They're gonna have cars first.
As you don't know. As you don't know.
That was super offensive.
Man, but
Oh, I do. I have insurance.
So do I.
It's-
So does the rest of my family, just so you know.
that's right.
Yeah,
Thanks,
mine-
VA.
Mine too. It's really good.
But then Sunday we went to the what's it called? The Walker Stalker.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bay. So I go.
Oh my God.
So I go to pick up Bay
Oh,
Yeah.
that
at
was funny.
7:30 in the morning.
That was funny.
First of all, I'm afraid to knock on his door.
Oh, why?
All right, because it's got like bars on it.
You don't know if it's the right door?
No, I knew it was the right door.
You don't know?
I saw the Bay Mobile parked
Okay.
out front.
All right.
Okay, I
I want
go.
to spray paint. Hey.
Somebody already spray painted on it, but it didn't say Bay. All right, so
All right.
it says pay me my album. And
Child support.
child support.
I have no kids.
Just putting it out there.
Allegedly.
So I knock on first like that bar door. You know, there's a door with bars on it first.
I think it's a barn door.
No,
Bar
it's a bar door.
Gotcha.
Door with bars.
Yeah.
So
take
I
it
knock-
from a bar.
So I knock on this, and believe you me, it's so quiet. It's too quiet. Like in your neighborhood, babe, insects don't even like make noises.
They're afraid.
They're so afraid. There's like no squirrels. There's
The
no
crickets
chipmunks.
stop. Tornadoes coming.
I'm just like, oh, man, what's gonna happen?
It's the calm.
No, but it was cool. I was safe. Right? I was safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah. They,
Yeah.
Bay
Because
told-
you're with Bay.
Bay gave me the heads up, or gave
Yeah.
them the heads up.
Yeah.
So I knock on the door. No answer. So I open the bar door, okay, and I knock on like the real door, a little harder. Who opened the door?
My little brother.
In his underwear, right? So, yeah.
Oh.
So and he's rubbing, you know, he's
Clarksville.
rubbing Sandman out of his eyes.
Yeah, because it's 8 a.m.
No, 7:30.
7:30.
It's this guy in the funny hat doing it on my front porch.
Yeah, right.
With the white collar shirt,
Oh,
sunglasses,
that was funny.
What's up, Jersey?
the cigar, guy.
Can I help you?
And I tried to like fit in, you know. I was like, "Yo, hey man, what's up?"
Oh no! Why did you try?
I don't know what happened.
Just
Yo, what's up, my man? And I
stop.
tried to go in for like the handshake stuff, and he's got the underwear. He's like, "No."
It's like no.
It's like, no, not today. So he goes, no. He goes, hey, what's up, Joe? I go, he knows who I am. That's funny. It's a nice guy.
Cool.
Yeah, he goes, hey, what's up, Joe?
I've seen the picture the night before. So.
Yeah. And I go, is Bay here? He goes, I don't know, man. Where'd you go last night?
Oh, Bay.
He didn't think you were home. And all of a sudden, here comes Bay walking out of his bedroom in his undies. Go, Bay, you want to go to Nashville? So I'm like, all right.
Zombie.
Dave was over there today. I'm going to Walker Stalker tomorrow. And I was
Yeah.
like, uh-huh. And then he showed up the next day. I was like, what happened to Walker
Yeah.
Stalker?
Oh, he was Walker Stalker when I got there at 7:30.
Yeah, I got to tell you, though, you worked hard that day, man. You had, I don't know how many interviews.
Oh, Ernesto, we banged those interviews out.
Oh, yeah.
Ernesto hooked us up with, he got the media passes. And with that came the interview passes. And I mean, we were talking to not just Walking Dead characters.
Gotham. We talked to pretty much the whole cast of Gotham that was there,
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
minus Alfred.
Yeah, I liked your friend Ming there from Comic Book Ben.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that guy was cool. Like, he was like looking for friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, you got a whole bunch of like A-listers that are on Walking Dead with these lines, and then
Yeah.
you have one guy from Comic Book Men there. He's kind of hanging out, and it was like that with a couple of.
Same channel, right? AMC is Walking Dead?
Yes,
Yeah.
it comes right after Walking Dead,
No, after Talking Dead.
after Talking.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a minute.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's people still watch it. Bro.
Freddy Krueger
Oh no,
was a
let's not even
jerk.
talk about
Really?
Freddy Krueger is a jerk.
Well, the
Robert
original
Englund.
Oh, I thought he
Yes.
died.
No. That's why he's a jerk. He should be dead. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah. No, he should have been dead. But you know what I mean?
that. Listen, we get there.
Yeah.
His line, there's nobody. there to talk
Nobody.
to. Nobody.
We got there before general admission. You know, because we had the media passes. We can
Right.
get our interviews in before we have to hold up lines. Okay?
Of course, yeah.
And so, yeah, we get there. Nobody's there.
Nobody wants to talk to Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is irrelevant at this point.
I would want to talk to Freddy Krueger. I kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street.
We wanted to talk to him.
Well, he didn't
Yeah.
want to talk with us.
He didn't want to talk to anybody. Yeah, his handler, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vanessa?
Vanessa, she looked like a rhinoceros. Yes, Vanessa the rhinoceros.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Not interested.
Yeah, I'm not taking interviews. And then started like rubbing her horn against, you know, like
A tree.
yeah, tree. started sharpening her talons.
Man.
She looked like Rocksteady from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head thoughts in, right, yeah.
Rock steady.
And so Robert Englund, and he's hearing all of this.
Yeah.
No, and while we're doing this, like some guy like bypasses and just goes up to him like, "Hey man, can I get a selfie?" And yeah, Robert Englund's like, "Sure." And we're just standing there like, "What? What
Yeah,
is
no
this?"
problem. $30
Maybe
for a
he was
selfie.
Yeah, $30 for a selfie.
Wait, they
All
charge
day?
you?
All
Yeah.
day?
I would have been this up.
Yeah, all day.
Wow.
Not us. But I'm saying
No.
like, and that's not fair. The fans are paying upwards of the highest
For the
price
tickets?
Yeah, all ready to get in.
The highest price ticket was $1,400, and then when you get in line to greet these people, you have to pay $30 just to pull out your cell phone and take a selfie.
Right. And this was at the Music City Center
No, that's
in
not
Nashville.
cool.
A cool place. Parking's a ripoff.
But you know what that means is that they're probably not paying those people enough to be there.
No, yes they are.
Oh,
If they've got to go above and beyond and charge the fans
That's just
$30
extra,
for
you know?
selfies?
So we got the app, okay? There's a Walker Stalker app, all right? And these guys, they travel around the entire U.S.
Yeah.
to all these different locations,
Gotcha.
making bank, okay? Making bank. And they are, like, literally, for a selfie, $30?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Well, they're probably not getting the whole 30. It's got to be like a stripper system where they got to pay the house before they can
No, I don't
leave.
think so.
Somebody else is getting a percent.
telling
They've
you.
got to file it. Somehow that's got to be filed as
Seriously,
an income
yeah, it has
private
to.
contractor.
You got to do, and I don't know how they claim these on their taxes, by the way, okay? I mean, it's because it's all cash.
Entertainment?
Yep.
You know, people are just paying cash for all this.
It's an independent contractor, the entertainment license.
I know, but there's a scam going on. I'm reporting on it.
But I'll tell you what, the humble celebrities were very nice to talk to. RJ,
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Freezone, come on in.
What's up?
Come on in.
yeah, RJ Mitt from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh
He
yeah.
was very nice. He had a good message.
RJ Mitt, he's got cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah, he was born. He got some type of suffocation on the way out of his mother's.
Well, that's
It's
rough.
Yeah.
Mm.
it's a rough start.
But I mean, this guy is in Breaking Bad, one of the main characters throughout the entire show.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Walt Jr. He was Walt's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
So I mean, he was talking to us. What I love it, like these guys took time to talk to us.
Right.
Nobody rushed us when we started talking.
Mhm.
Tell them about the accent. Tell him about how the accent just puts down everyone's.
Oh yeah. So I would go up and talk to the handler and ask permission and say, hey, we'd like to do a small interview.
Right.
As soon as Joe comes in with the accent, they're like, holy, this is gonna be hilarious. And they immediately want to like engage. What was her name? Tova.
Tova. She played the congresswoman that was in charge of Alexandria before she got killed. Well, first before she got ousted by Rick.
Right.
And then before she got killed, right.
But she.
It's reported as tips, Mr. Freezone.
There you go.
Mr. Freezone, welcome back to the studio. How are you, my friend?
Fine, how are you?
All right. Yeah. So they're reported as tips all the
Yeah,
time.
they are. I've been to many, like even rock bands at some of the places here that I do. They've come to do shows and they've charged $60, $40, $50 for a picture. Like, told you that you couldn't smoke in the building and then have a line of like 70 people standing in line to pay $60 a piece.
Right.
You know, so it's-
Tips, huh?
That's how
Just
it's reported.
There you go.
Yeah. So Tova was cool. I mean.
So when I first approached her though, she was like, whatever. And then Joe shows up
Hey, Tova.
and she's just cracking up.
They were nice people. The guy from Bates Motel was great.
Nestor Carbonell.
Nestor Carbonell. I mean, this guy, he's the mayor in the Dark
He's
Knight
the-
series.
Yep.
Yeah, he's awesome. And he was also in
He was in Lost.
Lost, right? Oh, how about the guy from Gremlins?
Yes, Zach.
Yeah, that
I
guy's
like that
one.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that guy's awesome. Except he has to walk around with a gremlin doll.
Do you remember me?
Pretty much.
One of my favorite was Drew Powell. He's the guy who played Butch. He plays Butch in Gotham.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember? And he said, what did he?
Yeah, he was awesome.
Bonanza?
He was awesome.
Super
Yeah,
nice guy.
Ponderosa, right?
Ponderosa.
Yeah, that guy was awesome.
Must
Plus,
be the new series.
one of the coolest guys was T-Dog
Yeah.
from Walking Dead. T-Dog.
Yeah.
This guy played football for the Georgia Bulldogs, and he was just, and he's coming out with a new album called Hypocrisy.
Well,
So
hip hop
we might be getting into him into the studio perhaps. There's also Alicia Witt there.
Very cool.
Yeah, question. Who was the redheaded lady?
Alicia Witt.
Oh, man, I was like, woo.
She's a pianist too.
Yeah, she
She's
is.
a pianist.
She's
She
gonna be,
works.
she's gonna be
love
playing that
pianists.
piano.
Work them keys, girl.
Tickle the ivory, baby.
Don't tickle.
Yeah, I like her. She's
Or they
tall.
have an we don't know.
She's got
Wow.
a nice neck.
Nice neck.
She's got a nice neck. Oh my God! Look at the time. All right. All right. We all right,
Seriously?
so it was a full weekend. We had a blast. All right. Everything that we're talking about is up on the Joe Padula Show Facebook page. All you have to do is just go there, scroll down, look at some of the videos, look at some of
Tons
the
of video
interviews.
adventures.
I mean the Amazing Race, which next year they're calling it Clarksville's Amazing Race. Thanks to Western Reason, Garrett.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, check out the Amazing Race, guy. You're very funny. I'll give you that. You're very funny.
Oh, whatever.
By not saying anything, you're very funny.
Oh, thank you.
It's good.
Yeah.
Keep
Like
it
a
up.
sidekick.
Well, we got to see a lot of DJ Breyer too. Speaking
Oh,
of fun,
yeah.
he was very competitive.
Which June 1st, huh? June 1st.
Awesome.
Wicked Good Comedy. Right here.
Outstanding.
Cool.
Wednesday, June 1st at Wicked Good Sandwiches.
So there it starts.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about DJ Pryor. We're talking about Dusty Slay.
Jonathan.
Very cool.
His girl, Jonathan Craig. His girl, Dusty Slay's girlfriend, Hannah Hogan.
Oh.
The daughter of Hulk Hogan.
Right.
No.
No.
Oh, Drayton Hughes. We'll be
Drayton
doing
Hughes.
comedic music
Excellent.
throughout. So yeah, that's great. I look forward to that.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Good stuff.
We
Good
had a
stuff.
whole day meetings yesterday. I mean,
That's kind of what Monday has turned into, isn't
Yeah.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah.
Bust out bonding. I love you guys. Tyler, Butler, we're figuring out ways how to get them involved with the show.
it? Excellent.
Plus, I talked to the Montgomery County's Veterans Association.
Yes.
And, man, they need a lot of help. And to be
Oh,
honest,
yeah.
we need a lot of help, and they're going to help us out
Good.
with our veterans issues here. So we're big fans of that. But yeah, let's get ready for a break here. But before we do, Scott, locally, what do you got for us today?
Well, we've got the MCSO that's investigating the inmate's death at the county jail.
Oh boy.
Saw this one.
And there's a huge backstory on this one too, like why she
Strange.
went to jail.
Strange circumstances.
Yeah, very strange circles.
And you probably have seen the updates today on Facebook. The transgender bathroom bill has been delayed amid financial questions.
You know what else I saw on Facebook today? The Leaf Chronicle. Our boy Josh Raby, the actor.
Yes.
With the McDonald's stuff.
That was an interesting story, yeah.
I feel so much dumber after reading that.
Listen, Josh, we love you, but doesn't everybody know you're an actor? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you believe in this out there, I mean, Mark, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Paige used to work with him.
Yeah,
Over
yeah.
at the Black Horse.
Right. And Josh, we love you,
I
man.
thought it was so funny, made to the Leaf Chronicle.
Right. Well, that's the problem. Hey, Leaf Chronicle.
They're like, oh, Twitter, that's a reliable source. That must be real.
Like, Leaf, we need you to step it up. But hey, maybe they're just looking for the numbers. And
True,
they got
could be
it.
that way.
And the Leaf got those numbers.
Oh yeah, they did.
By the way, vote for Joe Padula for local performer in the Leaf Chronicles Reader's Choice.
There you go.
I
Well,
did my
also
did my
got a
part, man.
Thank you, sir.
Very disturbing story here with a Clarksville woman that's charged with child rape.
What?
Terrible, terrible
Yeah,
story.
wait till you hear this silliness.
Route it out, read it. Now we've got an APSU Governor Stadium is going to become the Fort Terra Stadium.
Yeah, making some bank.
Just
Right.
the way
Cha-ching!
it's better. And
Cha-ching!
it's at a time of year again. Summer is close, and we've also got a 5 Clarksville restaurants rather that are cited
Yes,
underage
I read that.
alcohol.
Ruh-roh.
sales.
And I know the majority
I
of
mean,
the.
this was a pretty big list last
Yeah,
year.
it was.
Yeah.
So
It's getting better, but remember the
Getting
last one we
better.
read? There was nobody on it.
right.
But now they're back.
They
Well,
just-
you've got to think about turnover and new employees and
There's no turnover in the law, though. You can't do
No.
that.
There's always a certain number, and believe me, I don't want to sound like a racist or anything.
I see where you're going with it.
Maybe you shouldn't
Okay,
say it.
maybe
If you
I
have
shouldn't
to
set it up
preface
like
your
that.
statement
Mhm.
with,
But-
look, I don't want to sound like a racist or anything.
Why is there
But,
always on these
A
lists
cultural
Latino places,
Latinos.
Latino restaurants?
Well, think
You know
about
what I
it.
mean? Every time.
If they actually from Mexico, I don't think there's a drinking age over there, is it?
Maybe it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Ernesto, we'll get into it when we talk about the story then.
Yeah. that sounds
Because we
great.
don't have live music, so we're covering all stories today.
Oh, well.
Yes. Thanks, Alicia.
I'm going to skip this child rape story.
She's lucky she's so lucky. Okay? Alicia, let me tell you something. If you were ugly.
You can't forget.
If you
people
were
just 'cause-
ugly?
Don't forget people just because they're hot. You got
Let me tell you
to
something.
That's what equality's all about.
No, she's got the equal abs of
And
mine.
she's
okay?
equal. She's equally in trouble.
Reminds me,
All right.
I had a business day last night.
Oh.
And guess who came to like
Scratch the business part out of it, please.
and guess who
Well.
like stormed the castle to interrupt.
And that's-
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Blocking you, man. Blocking you.
Wait, false. Wait.
I
hold
didn't
on.
go to your
Yeah,
date
yeah,
at
yeah,
125.
Number
Wait,
one.
wait.
First off, that was a
wait a
joke.
minute.
No. You had
No.
you
I meant
the
the actual-
pig you had a date
no.
with last night.
You stop. You
Uh-uh.
cannot call a person a pig.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Joe, you,
No, she's a pig.
you said it
Oinker.
was a business.
Yeah, it was a business date.
But then you said it was a date.
No.
Which one was the two was it?
Oh, a business date.
What?
It was a business date.
business date.
Listen. I'm coming up the street. I park my car. I'm coming up the street. I'm passing Hops Road.
Okay.
And they both wave at me, so I come
No.
in.
You knew we were
Don't
there.
wave.
He
Means,
never-
Hey, Ernesto, how you doing? Come
He
say
never
hi.
parks there. He never parks there. Okay?
Maybe somebody took a spot.
No,
Nobody
no,
took
there
the
was
spot.
there were no spots. I had
That
to
If
parking
you
lot
waved-
was.
no.
We gotta take a break.
Seriously.
We have to
People
take a
waved
break.
at him and went all nuts like, Ernesto! Then of course that's like, hey, come say hi. You invited him.
All right. Well, locally, Scott, what do you got?
Brought it on yourself. When we get back, we've got gas prices that jump by 8 cents over the
Right.
past 3 weeks.
All right. Plus, we got to go over our movie picks.
No, put your hand down.
Yeah, Ernesto. I mean, it was like by 0.25. It was the closest margin ever.
Oh,
This number
no.
one movie.
You're either first or you're last. Ricky Bobby.
Shake and bake.
So close. Like a photo finish, man. It was a photo finish.
Just by a
We'll
hair.
find out when we get back. Don't go nowhere, Clarksville. Your conversation is about. Guest.
Owens is like, I can't keep playing the song.
Jeff Robinson
Wrap
coming
it
on
up.
today.
Woo!
I always do. Oh, speaking of which, I got a story when we get back about that.
Don't look me in the eyes when you say that.
I got a story about that.
Thanks.
But yeah, when we get back, we got the local news, movies, what happened this weekend at the box office. Plus also Jeff Robinson's coming in. We're going to be talking city and county politics. Man, this guy tells it like it is. I like that.
He a
A lot of
straight
people don't
shooter.
like Jeff. A lot of people do like Jeff.
Mhm.
You'll find out why in a little bit here in the show.
All right.
The Clarksvilleans are coming in today.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like them.
They got a big event going on called Game of Moans.
Game of
No,
Moans.
it's not Game of Moans.
Game of
Game of
Moans.
Moans? Oh, Game of Groans. Game of
Game
Groans.
of
I'm
Groans.
sorry. That's a different.
Okay,
Game
Game
of
of
Moans.
That's
Game of
something
Moans
that's
is me in the
on
morning.
computer.
Yeah. That's on the, that is on the computer.
Oh my God. All right, we have to take a break here. Don't go nowhere. Clarksville, your conversation is about to begin. Right here in the Joe Padula Show, WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely. Mark, you can let us go over this much.
You gotta give him a signal. Bless you. My glasses for good.
You okay?
Cool. No, I choked on the coffee. Ow!
No, I've had this cough for a while.
Well, that's not good.
What's up, guys?
No.
You don't do no dirty.
Get.
You got 2.5 seasons hitting on me like always. Shit.
Hey.
It's an opportunity for questions.
Hi. No.
You have the power to make the changes you want in your life. The question is, do you have the
Sky, I think the glasses need to be an everyday thing.
No.
Like, you're better with it. You really are. Oh, sorry. Do your thing.
No, he's waiting.
888-520-3415 or visit applygamer.com today.
A key thing is when people are other prepping and you're waiting for them, filler. Fill in some stuff.
What's up, everybody? It's intern Trevor here.
Summer.
Hey, it's intern Thomas. Intern Thomas. How was y'all's weekend?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
I gotta tell y'all something.
Yeah, what's up?
So, like, y'all know I'm a big Lakers fan.
Yeah.
Y'all know I like
Yeah.
Kobe. He's about to
You love
retire.
Kobe.
Yeah. So Friday I went to New Orleans to watch one of his last games, and like, God bless. Mom got me some good tickets with a friend, and we go where I get the lower level, about 10 seats up behind the Lakers bench. So you know I'm all excited and stuff. And like about 5 or 6 minutes left of game time, this couple comes up and is like stands next to us and like gives us 2 tickets to the front row. Not courtside, but like like Lakers bench. So I'm excited and stuff. So we go down there and sit. And about like a minute left on the clock. And need I remind you, like a bunch of security guards from Kobe's last game. It's kind of a big deal. So we're waiting there, and about a minute left, a couple cops come up to me and like asking me for my tickets and stuff, making sure like I guess you're kind of sketchy or something. So I'm like showing my tickets, and they kind of let it go. Then another cop from like on the floor comes up to me and is like, "You two weren't there." And I was like, "Yeah, I know we weren't. A couple just gave it to us. I'm thankful for it." And he was like, "You two weren't there." So I kind of told him again.
Yellow.
And I was like, a couple gave it to us. Like, we were here. And then he was like, kind of being mean about everything. He was like, well, you can either go back to your seats or you can come with me. Kind of like signaling.
Like, get arrested.
Yeah, like,
That's
knowing
messed up,
me,
man.
I don't like, yeah, that's what I'm
That
saying.
kind of stuff happens all the time at games. I don't get why that happens.
Yeah, like, it didn't make any sense. I guess they're just being more strict, but,
Yeah.
and knowing me, I don't like confrontation that much, so I just kind of like followed the rules like I guess I was supposed to, but thinking back on it, I feel like I should have stood my
we
ground.
were just talking to a guest outside, Antonio Ali, and he was saying, man, you know, you and me, we're all citizens of America. We don't have a green card. We have our rights, and we have the right to express them and to use them. So what they couldn't have not done probably much anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I had my
Yeah.
tickets like.
I
So,
don't
I mean,
know,
someone
man.
did give it to me.
Like
but
someone practicing safe
right.
sex. Wrap it up.
This segment was brought to you by Journey's Eye Studio of Clarksville, where one-of-a-kind vintage modern furnishings are always awaiting your arrival. Thank you.
It's a good horse riding song.
You're playing with my stuff.
Yeah,
man.
Take forever.
That's what it all sounds like. You're a dork. You're a dork.
Down.
I'm not a hippie. My dad was a man.
Oh, my dad was it?
I'm not calling you a hippie.
I'm a Marine.
I'm not a hippie.
You're a hippie.
I'm not a hippie.
Bobby Day hippie. Which one? Door or tree hugging? Right, go.
Yeah. Hold on.
Pretty
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, it's like a bunch of cats.
A dork or a hippie?
I'd rather be, I don't know, maybe some show. Maybe I would be a dippy.
No, you can't.
You got that one right, Dippy.
Both is not better. in this
Yeah,
case.
both is better because not only one,
So
you're
you're
smart.
a showered nerd.
You're smart and you like don't give a crap. You know what I mean? So that's cool. Because dorks are kind of smug. You know what I mean? Ever
Hippies
notice
give a
that?
crap. Hippies spend more time protesting than they do working.
John Mullins playing on the on your radio dial. While you're tuning that, like Alicia Enstrom was listening to, she heard our comments.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Looks like I got another business date. Pow.
Just let me know where it's at.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just don't rave next time you see him.
That's right.
Yeah, because the wave means come on in. What's going on?
I was there for a minute. I wasn't even there though.
A minute? You were there for like 10, 15.
Well, then stop talking to me. And,
No, I wasn't talking to
and
you.
remember what beer you drank.
Does he
so
show
I don't
up
have to
to-
try to figure it out.
I even like turned my shoulders away from you.
Does he set you up? Does he set you up for success or failure?
No,
when he
I
shows
think he
up?
tried to come in and hawk her.
Well, she did.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's hawking?
And then she
What's
she
hawking?
turned her
Swoop.
shoulder too to him.
Yeah,
What is
towards
hawk-
me.
What's hawking?
No, no, no.
Oh yeah.
No, you should. I won't tell you what
Is
she said.
hawking stealing your date? Is
No,
that what that
no, she said no. I love
is?
it.
Which is worse. It's saying
She was
absolutely
indifferent.
nothing.
Let me tell you, it was good that you stopped up by, to be honest with you.
She's not my type.
No, I'm glad you stopped up by because the beer you recommended was actually very good.
Yeah.
What was that?
The Stiegel Rodmer.
Yeah,
Ooh,
this
I
was
love
good.
the Stiegel.
That was at Hops Road.
That's a very good
Anybody else sensing like some separation anxiety
Saying, really? Yeah.
Separation anxiety between
between you and Ernesto?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Bromance.
The
Bromance.
bromance.
romantic
Oh.
So, like
jealousy.
y'all can't, you gotta.
He got so jealous, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys gotta figure
Going
it
on a date?
out.
Going on a date? Aw.
You're gonna work it out.
I was walking to my apartment. Jeez.
And they both
And
waved
see,
you
they're
over. I
neighbors
get it.
too. Isn't that a coincidence, or is it?
A little too close.
Oh my
The
god.
Just
I'll tell
saying.
you what.
Can I borrow some sugar?
People have accused Ernesto and myself of being gay lovers.
No, I was not saying
No,
that.
he didn't
I'm
say
saying.
No, I'm saying that.
I'm
He's saying
saying.
it's good old fashioned
Like,
romance.
can't go nowhere without your wingman type deal.
Yeah, wingy man. Right.
None of that.
Like
So who's gonna host the Newlywed Game if we're in?
Oh, by the way, the Newlywed Game.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, is the Newlywed
You
Game
guys
here.
getting
Is
married?
it that time of the
And,
month?
and we're having some same-sex couples in the studio.
Is
Yeah.
this I think it's the first time that's been done on radio.
I don't know if it's the first time ever done on radio, but I know it's the first time done in this area.
The Newlywed Game
Yeah, the
has
fabulous
been played.
version.
Yeah, that's right. The
The fabulous
fabulous
Newlywed Game.
I'm so looking forward to the nude
Yeah,
Newlywed
so-
game.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you know,
Newlywed Game?
everyone's keeping their clothes.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
guests? Then play the Newlywed
Sky. But yeah. So tomorrow, make sure you tune in. Plus, we got Jeffrey Osborne on live music. Dude, he's great.
Game. Excellent.
But yeah, welcome back to the show, everyone. Movies this weekend. Mark Owens.
Yo.
How do we do?
Me, myself, not so good, I don't think. Let's
Aw.
go. Number 5, Hardcore Henry. My pick only pulled in 5.1 million, but I can find some solace in that, considering I thought it was going to be a horrible movie that the masses would flock to. So, faith restored.
Did it
Yeah.
bomb though? Is that a bomb?
Yeah, that's a bomb.
That's
Yeah.
a bomb. Yeah, who would
It
have thought
bombed,
that
huh?
with missing a
For
main
the
character? That
advert,
would've
they've
done
spent
well.
more than 5 points. I mean, they doubled that in advertising alone.
Right. They're not going to make their money back on
No.
this.
Probably not.
Do you think it's because of that first person point of view?
I do. I mean, do you remember when what
You're
was
missing
it?
a main
The
character.
Blair Witch Project? came
Yeah.
out.
Oh.
And
But
there
that did so
but
well.
That's what I'm saying. But there was
they
also the
switched off
other
the
half of the
cameras.
people that were like, I'm not watching that movie. It looks
Yeah.
terrible, or it makes me sick. There were people that just couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that, this Hardcore Henry, you're going to shoot the whole movie in the first person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's,
Very unheard of.
I mean, you're looking for
Trouble.
just play a video game.
Where was the
Wouldn't
Blair
it be
Witch?
more fun to actually
You're
play
watching
it
someone
instead-
play a video game.
Right.
is all
Yeah.
you're doing.
Where was this Blair Witch? Where was this?
Salem.
Was it okay?
Like Salem. I know it was in Massachusetts. I don't
There was
remember.
more than one
They
place.
probably-
They
probably
spent
seen it.
$21,000 to make the first Blair Witch, and it
Great.
pulled in over, I think it was either $4 or $5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
you got to think
that's
that's
a
back in
success.
like what
96?
96,
Yes.
and I mean that
Great turnaround.
to have your own equipment, and they would go through and I watched a documentary about it. They would go through and they would set flags and talk about okay, in this scene they would tell each character, you now have a problem with her. But then they wouldn't tell the dynamic of it. So they would go tell each character how they were feeling.
A lot of ad-libbing.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
they would give each character their
That was the
emotion
point,
in
yeah.
this spot and know it was going to cause a rift
Yeah, but
before
the-
they got to the next
And the
spot.
scares
So
were
it-
genuine
Yeah.
too. They didn't know when something was going to happen, so that they were
Right. They basically
Genuinely scared.
psychologically tricked them into being in the situation instead of being actors.
But they've never done anything else, those actors or actresses, correct?
Not that we know of.
female.
Because I mean, there might have, I think one girl may have made a career out of it. They didn't have any talent. It was all genuine.
It's kind of like this radio show.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, don't put me in that boat with you guys.
Whoa.
And the band plays.
Listen, glasses.
Whatever.
Glasses and a
Lois,
gay over
calm
there.
down, Lois.
You shut your mouth.
All right,
Careful.
coming in at number 4. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2.
Nobody picked it.
Nope, 6.4 million though. Still outdid my pick.
Body shaming movie.
Yeah. Coming in at number 3, Zootopia took a drop.
Oh.
14.4 million after almost 5 weeks at the top.
Sky's pick.
Was not my pick.
Yep.
Let's go to the tape.
Whatever.
Chief, that was us and yours. I think.
Yeah, was.
And Bay, you picked.
Said that more.
Yeah, the first person.
Sorry, Dave.
Hardcore hard.
Coming in at number 2, Batman vs Superman is still standing its ground. 23.4 million.
Still making that money. That's what I picked to finish first.
With odds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with odds. Damn it.
20, my man Ernesto coming in at number 1 with The Boss. 23.5
Hey.
million. You got beat.
I didn't see that even
by
coming, man.
$100,000, Joe.
Wait, I didn't go with
Ooh.
the boss?
Mm-mm.
You
No.
didn't go with the boss?
No.
Neither did
I
I.
like the boss.
I
Why
know.
do you have this problem every week?
I have a really poor.
We're gonna have to bust the podcast out
memory.
again. Every Tuesday, bring up the podcast.
No, I didn't pick that.
Really poor.
I'm starting to learn that anything with Melissa McCarthy, Kevin Hart, or The Rock is going to be number 1 that
They're on
weekend.
a roll, yeah.
Isn't that tragic?
Yep.
It is sickening.
I bet it's gonna be.
I was
good.
watching Kevin Hart and The Rock dance around last night on the MTV Awards.
Yeah, they got the new movie coming out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're like the new duo. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
Abbott and Costello. They're the, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis. You know, they're today's
Laurel and Hardy.
Laurel Hardy.
Wait, what was
Turn
the
it
other
out.
one? Chris
Butch
Rock
Cassidy,
and,
Chris Rock,
Sundance
Jackie
Kid.
Chan.
Yeah, Jackie Chan.
That was
was
your
Chris
impression
Tucker.
of Jackie Chan. She just did a
Shut
karate
up.
chop.
And it worked. You knew exactly who
I
I
knew it
meant.
before you did the
Chris
karate chop.
Tucker, not Chris Rock.
Oh, Chris Tucker.
Yeah,
Oh, you racist.
Ooh.
Oh, they're both black.
Yeah.
Well,
Mark,
that's
you racist.
no. They got
No,
the new
that's a
TV
fact.
show, The Rush Hour. I've been watching that.
Rush
and it's
Hour.
pretty.
That's a
Rush,
movie.
That's a movie.
No,
It's a
It's
TV
It
show.
is.
They have a TV show.
Yeah.
Same characters?
No.
Same characters.
No, they're
It's-
making
No,
a
different
Same
show.
characters, different actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
It starts off as a movie we think in the beginning,
I love
and then
the
next yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's pretty good.
What was the other duos that were good out there? I mean, you had
Butch Cassidy, Sundance
Yeah,
Kid.
let's go
Yeah,
more
and-
modern
and
sort of
Nick
demographic.
Chris
Clark.
Farley
And
and
David Spade. Very
Yeah,
good.
that's
Yeah,
a good one.
very good.
Oh, because mine's old, it doesn't count?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
and
on
mine-
the stuff.
Whatever.
Adam-
Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio.
You're-
No, that's
Sarah,
a-
you can
that's
leave
a-
the studio.
But I'm saying, like,
That's a
you
couple.
can
No,
compare
it's
to
not
compare to what,
romance.
like
They've been in one movie together.
Romance.
Adam
Romance.
Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
No.
No, they
They're
gotta have been in
terrible.
more than
No,
one
Adam
movie.
Rogen
Sandler.
and James Franco.
Kate
Yeah.
Winslet
Yep.
and
Yeah,
Leonardo
that's one.
DiCaprio
No, that
have
doesn't
Will
been.
Ferrell and Marky Mark.
Yep. Okay, more than
Yeah.
one movie, right?
Okay,
A
yeah.
duo.
They've been in like multiple movies together.
No.
Titanic.
What
What was the one about
Reservation Road. And that was
Reservation Road? That was
And
a
that's it.
crazy
No,
one.
Robert
that's
De
it.
No, there's
Niro and
other
Al
ones that they-
Pacino.
That's a couple, though. That's different.
I only think they've been in one or two movies.
Nah, they've been in Heat.
Heat?
The Godfather.
Oh, okay, yeah, Godfather 2.
But they've been in a. What was the one with 50 Cent in it?
50 Cent was in a movie with Al
Robert De
Pacino
Niro.
and Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called.
But Adam Sandler had one, too. He had that guy that was in all of his movies going, "You can do it!"
Yeah.
Rob Schneider.
Rob
Schneider,
yeah.
Well, that's part of his team.
Yeah, he has his whole friends
Yeah.
list.
He's got a little group
Yeah.
there. Okay.
All right, well, there's your movie picks from this past weekend. Nice job, Ernesto. And if you went out to see the movies, good for you. Hopefully you enjoyed your stay. And,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. Stop making those pirate movies.
The boobs.
The bootleg. Right. Sky, well,
Pirate.
take us a break since we're. Oh,
That's okay, I can read fast. We've got the gas prices that jumped by 8 cents over the past 3 weeks. The average price of gasoline has jumped by 8 cents over the past 3 weeks to $2.10 a gallon for regular grade. Industry analyst Trilby Lundberg said on Sunday that the hike is due to gas stations' rising prices, nearly twice as much as refiners are raising wholesale gasoline prices. She says prices will likely rise at a moderate pace as refiners continue to make high-cost summer blend gasoline in compliance with federal regulations and as demand continues to rise. Now, in the lower 48 states, the highest average price of regular gasoline was $2.80 per gallon in Los Angeles, and the lowest was $1.67 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The U.S. average diesel price is $2.17 per gallon, which is up nearly 2 cents from 3 weeks ago. Currently, and according to the app Gas Buddy, the lowest price regular gas in Clarksville, Tennessee is $1.60 at the Kangaroo BP on the corner of Providence Boulevard and Locust Street.
Yeah, good luck at that place.
That's where I go.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Glad you're here today, sir.
Let me know when
Yeah.
you get. You can just call me when you go and I'll go.
166. Yeah, I paid 188 the other day. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Like,
Outside the Walmart in Sango.
I use the Kroger card.
Yeah, I use that too
Use my
sometimes.
points.
Yeah.
The Kroger
Yeah,
card's
I do.
good.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Kroger more often. So I'm in Walmart. This is crazy. So I go in there. I'm not a basket guy. You know what I mean?
You're not a basket guy?
No, like
There's a
like
basket
I
case.
just carry it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just carry it like I'm an idiot because I think I'm tough or whatever.
Well, that's why your
So-
refrigerator's probably empty.
So I go in there and I pick up paper because I needed printing paper. All right, I go in there. I pick up my. I needed a bar of soap, so I got the
you did?
the oatmeal one.
Okay, well, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the oatmeal soap.
You know you can just rub oatmeal on your body, right?
I did that before I ran out of oatmeal.
Yeah, it kills the sink too.
I ended up licking myself, and I didn't like it in the shower. But what else?
Scraping his butt on the ground.
Then I picked up my apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
That's very important. But is it the Bragg's?
No, it's
You
the
gotta go
competitor.
for-
No, it's the same unfiltered raw. I'm telling you, I
Nope.
compared ingredients.
Okay.
You know, with Operation Absolutely.
Bragg's has the mother.
No, I know Bragg's is good, but this one that I have is also just like it,
Okay.
unfiltered.
At Walmart, right?
At Walmart.
So it's
You pay more dollars. It's not Heinz.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's not
Equate
Heinz.
brand.
It's Old Country or something like that.
Oh.
Is this Back Road Brigade?
Yeah.
Back Road Brigade?
Yep. And they're going to be playing our live music today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just got the message. Thank you, Back Road Brigade.
Very cool.
But
Solid.
I was picking up prophylactics.
Prophylactics.
Yeah.
For
Condoms.
Ew, gross.
It wasn't for me. It was for a buddy.
okay.
I'll just say that.
I
I'll
just
just say
threw up
that.
in my mouth.
So, nonetheless,
Richard.
so I go to the self-checkout,
So gross.
Okay.
What are you doing?
and I'm scanning everything. I put it in. Of course, the first thing to go in that bag is the.
Yeah, little one hide it.
That's right.
Like a raccoon.
The raincoat.
Like a raccoon trying to hide something.
That's right.
Bury it.
So I pay the whole bit. I'm walking out. I wave to the check. There's a girl
The
there that
checkout
stands
lady.
there at the self-service checkout line.
She is the attendant to
Right.
be notified in case of emergency.
She gives me the nod.
The hey, what was that, Magnum?
Yeah.
Ah.
Then there was a old guy that was standing at the door. The
Yeah,
The
the
greeter.
greeter.
Yeah.
who was also the receipt checker. I found out.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
he checks the
guard.
receipt. Yeah.
So I walk out the door. Meow, 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 meow.
Oh no!
Yes.
Stop, thief.
Stop, condom thief!
And so I just stop and I look up. I go, no, come on. I was hoping it was somebody else, but it was me. The old man goes,
Just keep walking, they don't care.
"Excuse me, sir,
Oh,
sir.
no.
Please.
Can we check your bag, please?"
He's
and
like
he's
70.
waving it. Yeah, he's old.
So he's waving you,
Like
and the
he's
arm,
old.
the skin on the bottom of his arms is
It's
just
funny.
wagging around.
Sir, and he takes his job very seriously, which I respect.
He does. He's old. What else?
I
has he
respect
got?
that.
That's
He's
all
quickly
he's got.
hobbling towards Joe at this point.
So,
Giving chase.
so
One leg
he's
thing.
looking at the one bag with the paper in it, the printing paper.
Right.
Okay, and he looks at the receipts. Okay, and he's like, it takes him like a minute to find the paper on the receipt.
Oh,
And by this time now, the self-checkout lady, the clerk,
yeah.
sees that he's struggling. So she now comes over.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
And so now she takes my other bag, which has the protection in it.
Yeah.
And they're now looking over every item, and the guy takes the protection out of the bag and holds it up because he couldn't read it, so
Hey,
he brings it close to his
everyone.
face. I wish I had the gall
Did he take
to
snip
pull out
it?
my
There you
phone
go.
and take a picture of him with the.
Next time, do it.
Next time I will.
You're a radio personality. You've got free reign to do this.
This old man just had this box of condoms just so close to
Pressed
his
to his
face.
eyeballs.
I almost put somebody on blast on Facebook the other day.
Ugh.
Never even
Smelling
come
it.
close to doing this before. I pulled up to the bank, and we're the third car in line at the ATM. And this lady is leaning up against her car with all of her stuff strewn out on top. Fast forward, 14 minutes later,
Oh no.
I look at Paige and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm not driving to Madison Street to go to the,
The other one.
opposite bank, because we were doing more than just pulling something out. I mean,
You had to bank.
Yeah, baby.
right, so finally,
Back to the condoms.
17 minutes later, I get out of the car and I'm like, hey, lady, do you maybe want to pull up and stop what you're doing
Hey,
so the
lady.
rest of us can
Hey,
maybe use the
lady.
bank and then you can go back to, depositing whatever, 50 cents at a time, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And she looked at me, she was like, no.
Now.
And I was like,
When she,
what?
like, loses
What did you
cigarette.
just say? She was like, it's not working. And I was like, no, you're not working. You need to move. And the next thing I know, man, yeah.
I love
But
all this jerk.
good God. And she did. She looked around like, where am I? How'd I get here? And I'm like, God, pull
Man, he's-
forward. And the
this
poor
guy's an
lady
animal.
in front of me was like, thank you, God.
I love old people, but man, they need help.
Dude, she wasn't old.
Yeah.
She was intoxicated or something because she drove
Yeah.
off and she left her sling on top of her car
Her
and
sling.
like,
Her
the
sling.
seats went flying
Her
everywhere. Yeah, for
needles.
her arm that's got gout or whatever. It was.
Dentures come flying
my
off the roof.
Really,
God.
man.
Sky, give us a local story.
Please.
That's a terrible problem there. Well, our last local story was brought to us by a Journey's Eye Studio of Clarksville with a one-of-a-kind vintage and modern furnishings. They're waiting for your arrival. Their handcrafted Journey's Eye pieces are created in Clarksville with unique items from around the world. And you can meet and greet Steve and Jody of Journey's Eye Studio at
Good
131
people.
Franklin Street in downtown Clarksville, or you can visit them online at journeyseyestudio.com.
It was cool to see them doing the Clarksville's Amazing Races weekend.
I found something. I told them to hold it for me.
Oh, the
We are
lamb?
running out the door. I was like, here, hold these for me.
Llama?
I'll be back. Yeah, llamas.
I'm gonna throw paint on you as soon as you wear it in here.
No, it's not fur.
What is it?
They're little llama statues.
Oh, it's
Because
statues?
my mom, when I was born down in Panama, she had all these llamas that she brought back with her.
That explains a lot.
So
Sky.
she loves like alpacas and llamas.
That explains a lot.
I think it's actually.
Watch it.
whatever.
They
Do you
spit.
want another local story?
Yes, please.
Okay, well, you've got the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, or the MCSO, is investigating an inmate's death that occurred Monday morning at the Montgomery County Jail. According to a statement from the MCSO, Tanya Smith, 31, was booked into the detention center on Monday at 12:15 a.m. on 2 counts of child abuse and neglect, simple possession, and unlawful drug paraphernalia. Now, jail deputies discovered Smith unresponsive in her cell at 11:10 a.m. during routine hourly security checks. Jail medical staff and emergency medical services performed CPR and applied an AED, but were unable to resuscitate Smith. Public Information Officer with MCSO said the preliminary investigation indicates no visible signs of injury or trauma. An autopsy is pending and the investigation is ongoing. According to arrest warrants, a witness called police Sunday shortly before 7 p.m. after seeing 2 small children walking alone on Timberland Place. The witness said the little boy was naked, so she put a diaper on him, and the police arrived. An officer asked the girl where the children lived, and the child said that her mommy and daddy were sleeping. The child led police back to their home on Grassmere Drive, where police found Tanya Smith and James Lee Smith. The arrest warrant states that the home was in a state of disarray with drug paraphernalia and hundreds of cigarette butts found throughout the house. Police also discovered marijuana in the home. Tanya and James Smith were both arrested and charged with simple possession, child abuse and neglect, and unlawful drug paraphernalia.
Yeah, listen, if you can't bring kids into this world and take care of them, don't.
You sound like the type of people that couldn't even have a dog, much less a child.
Or afford a prophylactic.
But good. It's like the kids were like trying to get out of that house. You know what I mean?
I said, animals too. Dogs will run away if
Heck
it's a
yeah.
terrible situation. They just want to get out as soon as you open the door.
And I know that their mom is dead now. Okay, so
Yeah.
and their father got locked up too, right? So their grandfather is in their custody. How long is the grandfather going to be around for? Kids are going to end up in a foster home eventually, perhaps.
Just sad.
Sad.
Very
But
sad.
hey, look at this. Now they're out of that situation.
Exactly. So there is good.
Right. But I mean, what's the alternative to just everybody being able to have kids anytime they want? Is it something like a child policy like China had? I mean, is that what you're looking at in order to control the
No, I
whole
actually
situation?
had this conversation
Scary
this
to think
weekend.
about.
I
Yeah.
think that if you are on any form of welfare
Yeah.
or anything like that, you should not be allowed to bear children.
No, actually,
Like if you,
Well, here's the thing.
okay, Bay says wait, Bay says no.
Mhm.
Why not, Bay?
no, because it's not that. It's the parents. It's the parents. It's the two individuals that have the kid. Some people have kids and see it as a check. I'm gonna get paid off of this. But some
Right.
people have kids and they work together and they work stuff out. You know
They
what
work
I'm saying?
very hard.
Because life is not easy.
Nor is it a box of chocolates.
I'm not saying get rid of the child if they already have one. What I'm saying is they should not be allowed to have any more children until they're off welfare and have a job and are.
So maybe like
Yeah,
a
but
cap
okay, so
on
they
their
do have a
amount?
kid. What do? You put them in jail? You know what I mean? How do you punish them?
How does China do it?
But China,
Hey!
How does China do it?
but China is not the United States.
That's
Right.
right,
You know what
Sky.
I'm saying?
You're right. Well, then
Different
you
laws.
can't
You can't
complain about everybody being able to have kids now.
Well, no. Here's one
Or,
thing.
them living on a supportive welfare. system.
A woman will be mandated to use the pregnancy shot so that she doesn't get pregnant every 3 months
Mhm.
or something like that.
If you have the right to bear arms, okay, Second Amendment. If you have the right to bear children, okay, yeah, maybe we have to do a background check like we do with the
Yeah.
guns, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe we have to do a background check before you have a little baby.
That would be cool.
You know what I mean?
It's just too easy for people to have.
Same thing with the First Amendment, freedom of speech. Maybe we have to do a little background check before you open your mouth.
Yeah.
But where do you stop? You know what I mean? It's a tough situation, and
Yeah.
that is why the only one who is going to fix this is not government, okay? Is not your elected officials, but your neighbors, yourselves,
Well, we're a
your
government
family.
of the people,
And Trojan.
And yes, and go to Walmart and
for the people.
just go ahead. Go
Trojan
stand on the
man.
open
Hey,
there.
Montgomery County.
All right, we got to go to break. All right, Sky, when we get back locally, what do you got?
All right, well, that story was brought to us by the Tilted Kill of Clarksville, where you can enjoy all the new specials, the new menu, plus make sure to check out the sporting events they've got on their 170-inch video wall. For all their events and specials, you can visit thetiltedkillclarksville.com. And when we get back, we've got the transgender bill, or the transgender bathroom bill, what it's come to be known as, that's delayed amid financial questions.
All right, don't go nowhere. We got more controversial topics to go and talk about here. Plus, also, Jeff Robinson. That's right. He did an op-ed piece, okay, addressing some of the politicians here in Clarksville and Montgomery County.
He's not afraid to call them out, that's for sure.
Now, so eloquently stated, so well-timed, used his words not only correctly, but effectively.
He's well educated.
All right, we'll get into that when he joins us in studio. Plus, Mr. Free Zone's out there. He's got a big event going on. April 22nd, right around the corner.
It is.
21st. Well, 22nd is the after party. Oh yeah. Let me tell you, the
Sure.
Free Zone after party's the best. Forget about it.
Hey.
All right, don't go nowhere, Clarksville. When we get back, your conversation shall continue. And yes, live music later on today with the Back Road Brigade. Stepping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, they're not as hot
I'll
as
jump
the
on
show.
that.
They're not as hot as
I don't know. Seth is kind of cute.
the show. Chief.
And we're going to break.
Don't go nowhere. Please. Jump with those. WJZ on 14 today. Absolutely.
Chiefs attaboys.
Because what Friday at work, Don and the other two news service, they got mad at me.
Why is that, babe?
They were talking about the STD things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
here in
right.
Montgomery
And I was like, all right. So y'all just saying it's all these college students that go around spreading all the STDs. Y'all forgetting one thing. You got these dudes coming out to the bar drinking, and the females, they got like 3 or 4 dudes that they talking to that not college students. And they don't try to get mad at me. They're like, y'all are part of that. So miss me on all that. Y'all don't rap that. That's all on y'all.
I don't understand why people are embarrassed to
We're number
fly
one.
Congress. They
I'm
use
not.
it.
I don't know.
I'm not. You already know. Hey, I got Magnum in my pocket right now.
I'm worried about any kind of personal bathroom things that have to be involved. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Whatever, man. I'll go in
You
to
can buy
a
my tampons
Walmart.
for me, you know that?
I don't give a shit. I'll do it.
Be like, I need a price check on these.
Yeah. And if I'm buying condoms and somebody looks at me funny, I'll be like, guess what I'm doing this weekend,
Yeah.
bitch?
You know.
I'm banging.
Okay, so what I want to do over here, watch your steps, is an Olympic-sized infinity pool. But instead of water, I want it to be champagne. And right here is a hot tub, but it's filled with chocolate pudding and dark chocolate pudding from our favorite vanilla. Now let's mix it up. The ultimate really mix and all really good.
Sickness and pain, like they even put them on babies for teething. Justin Logan has a store and they sell this
We got 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Couple puffs. All right, girls, right? Jump. Puff, puff, pass.
Ooh, it is warm in here, but I'm cold, so it's all good. These two?
Yep.
Okay. We'll switch this time. Last time. Ooh, I got the purple light.
I know, I was looking at that.
All right.
Yeah, I apparently have issues talking
You
into
got
this
issues,
thing.
really?
But yeah, definitely.
I want to think all the water deep this side because that's our equipment right there. That fries up. Serious issues.
That's even better.
And talking, pretty close to the microphone. There you go. Don't get crazy with it, okay?
No?
And we are
No,
live
we're crazy?
streaming. There's a camera right there.
Oh dear.
So if you want to ruin your reputation, now's the time to do it.
I'll just let him look at my name.
Language.
Language.
Keep it PG-13.
Oh, I have phones.
She's
10
I
seconds.
like her. She's got a good personality too.
You know what?
Sky.
Do you know where that buzz may come from?
What?
That microphone.
Yeah, because that's the one that's been giving us the
Not
problems.
only that, but did you notice earlier when he held it up, the cord cut out?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And ever since then, we've got this little buzz. It could be a bad cable.
Just shimmy it.
Shimmy it.
Shimmy, just blow it. Unplug it.
Hold on, leave it undone for a second. See if that's it. If that's it, I'll give her my microphone.
Give it a shot.
Said we
I'll check. If that's it, I'm unplugging that mic.
These are bad
And,
listeners.
What happened?
Technical difficulties.
Of course I get that one.
Mercy Stone. Mercy Stone.
Mercy.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Joe Padula Show, WJZM 1400 AM. It's more than just AM. You get to tune in at. Watching live here in the
Yeah.
studio at joepadula.com.
WGZ.
WJZ. We'll get the Facebook live feed going up here in just a moment. Listen to a little Mercy Stone.
Love it.
Mercy.
Her hot
They
is
are.
still.
They are hot. That's why
Yeah.
you beat me to it. Jeez.
Sorry for the coughing.
Mhm.
Whooping cough.
Got a whooping cough?
Right? Hide your babies, right? I got whooping
Look
cough.
at
Oh, is this a lozenge?
AJ
Aw.
without a second thought, because he just carries it.
He's the man. That's
like
why
hard
director.
candy.
He's fed
he
me.
thinks they're candy. They're not candy. A cough drop
Yeah.
is not candy.
Yeah,
So
he's
like,
given me
"You want
one of those
candy?"
every episode.
Oh, that's awesome.
Every episode since I've been here, AJ's always had a cough drop.
Cough drop.
It's old people candy.
It's old people candy. It's like having the black jelly beans.
Oh, it's
Oh,
gross.
yeah.
Oh, gross.
They love. Old people love those black jelly
I like the Werther's originals. That's the
Oh,
only old.
good
That's
too.
the
I
only
love black
old people
jelly
candy
beans.
I love.
beans. Werther's is
Or
great.
that coffee nips.
The nips
Yeah,
are good.
Yeah, the
Oh,
nips.
man.
That's
We're not allowed to call them that anymore, Chief.
Why?
We're not.
Because the war's over.
Nip nips.
The war's over.
That's actually
Yeah.
Nippons.
That was a slang term for the Japanese.
No way.
Yes, it is.
The
That's,
nips.
Yeah.
that's a couple of them.
Slopes, right?
Charlie's.
Charlie.
I
Well,
love
Charlie was
s-
more Vietnam, right?
Yeah, that was Vietnam. I love slopes
Don't we all?
in winter, covered in snow.
Yeah, with the cameras. and
With my snowbird.
the tourists.
Yep.
But welcome back to the show, and yes, our first guests are in studio. Not only do they know how to party with a purpose,
That
as
is
I've
for
witnessed
sure.
at O'Connor's recently.
Yeah, they can.
And they can
They'll drink to you like, where am I?
But man, they know how to jam, they know how to block, they know how to skate.
Get you with your industry terms.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio.
That's
Representing the
intense.
Clarksville and Roller Girls, The Truth and Shiny!
Yeah.
Ladies, how are you? Great to see you again. This
Yes.
time, no beer in the hands.
No
Of course
beer.
not.
What's the drink of choice, by the way, while at O'Connor's or any other place that you guys go and party?
I heard I'm really fun when I drink Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Who is
That's
it?
what they tell me.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's right. The truth likes the Jaeger.
Yeah.
I like Jaeger or vodka.
Jaeger and vodka at the same time, ladies and gentlemen.
Same
Shiny
time.
just had a party. Shiny just had a party. Now, here it is. Okay, you guys got a big event going on, and I love that you guys also not only just do it for the fun of the sport, but you guys also throw in community service as well.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is a big push for us here on the show. It's Party with a Purpose. You guys do things with reason and relevance, so that's awesome. And you guys got a big event coming up on April 23rd. Okay, it's called, yes,
April showers.
April Showers.
Yes. It's a family fun day.
All right, it was going to be called Golden
No,
Showers.
I knew you were
but
going
it's
to.
with-
Don't.
with,
La,
what?
la, 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 la. Don't do it.
The Truth. How'd you get the name The Truth?
Well, I actually had a boyfriend that said, "Girl, you are the truth." And
Oh, you dated
So,
Bay. That's
Like,
great.
yeah, like, I like it.
That's great.
I'm like, "Yeah, I am the truth."
I'll take it.
What were you saying that was the truth? I mean, you're just upfront, honest, no bless your heart.
I'm kind of
She's rather
I say
blunt.
what's on my mind.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what would you say to your then boyfriend that was so truthful and honest? That could be aired on radio.
I think he was referring to my body shape, but
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. I'm learning more slang. I like
Yeah.
this. Man. Next time I see her, go, yeah, baby, you're the truth.
that's right.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
Working.
nice.
Yeah. Now, Shiny, how'd you get your nickname?
Pretty scatterbrained.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. So shiny, scattered brain.
Yeah, shiny things get
She's
my
like, oh,
attention.
something shiny.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
something shiny. Yeah.
Queen squirrel.
Right, there we go. I
Queen
like it.
squirrel.
Queen squirrel. But, I mean, you guys got so much going on here. April 23rd, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a family fun day. Okay, that's going to be over at the Billy Dunlop Park, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's going to be an obstacle course, bouncy house, squirt gun wars.
Potato sack races.
Basically like a field day for kids.
Right.
We're going to sell food.
So
$3 a plate.
go there, buy some food, okay, and the money that's going to be raised is going towards your guys' bouts, your guys' events, and what's some of the things that you guys also do a lot of contributions towards?
We recently just did, at the beginning of the year, we did a bout for the Buddy Ball, and the proceeds went to them.
And what is their cause? What is their mission?
They were helping.
It's a
especially-
handicap.
Yeah.
Yes,
Handicapped
good.
children
Awesome.
play sports.
For the kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
For the kids.
And our last bout we did to the Serenity House. So donations,
Yes.
and then
That's
we
a good one.
we donated proceeds to whatever charity
Right.
that we're sponsoring.
And Serenity House, that is the
Women's shelter.
Yes.
battered, right.
Mhm.
Can we call it, can we still say battered women or not?
I don't know. You could just say it's a women's show.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We were saying nips earlier, so maybe.
We were saying this
I'm
other than
offended.
battered.
I'm
That's
offended.
That's a heck of a word, battered.
Yeah. I mean, but I'll tell you what, it gets to the point.
Makes me want cake.
Sky.
I love cake. Whatever.
Let's see. We got to catch up on a couple of these local stories here. You guys don't mind weighing in on some local stories?
Sure.
All right, Sky.
Oh boy.
Locally, let's bang out two of them. What do you got?
We got a really interesting story here with the transgender bathroom bill that's delayed amid the financial questions. Now, the sponsor of a Tennessee transgender bathroom bill has told a finance committee that he has to consider a state attorney general's opinion before going forward. A member of the Senate Finance Ways and Means Committee said Tuesday that the bill may have to be heard after the budget is passed because of the potential financial impact to the state. State Attorney General Herbert Slattery issued an opinion on Monday that said federal education funding could be at risk if the measure becomes law.
That's
thereby,
Herbie Hancock.
Listen to this, thereby placing more than $1 billion of federal education funds at risk.
Oof.
Under the proposal, students in public grade schools and universities would be required to use bathrooms and locker rooms that match their gender at birth. Governor Bill Haslam has raised questions and concerns that the state could lose money.
Listen, $1 billion. You know,
In education funding is
education
massive.
funding. Now we had Susan Larson here on the show, who used to be Bill Larson. Okay, transgender advocate, has SusansPlace.org, one of the most
Amazing supportive sites for the transgender community.
one of the most gone to sites in the transgender world, and right here in Clarksville. And we asked Bill the question about the transgender in the school bathrooms, and even we asked Susan about it, and even Susan goes, listen, I mean, it's going to be a lot of money involved in it.
Yeah.
And children need to go see psychological help and get a doctor's note before they can start just changing what's on their birth certificate.
Right.
And $1 billion?
And much? Be a massive cut in education. We also know that in the states that have passed the right to discriminate
but
service.
This is different.
They've seen huge.
This is way different. This is not their religious freedom.
Right. Well, this is
way different.
The educational system. Yeah.
Right. This is way different. This bill here, okay, and it means the kids, which I think the latest stat that I read was 0.3% of the population of students that consider themselves transgender. And are you going to spend $1 billion for just 0.3% of population? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, kids, I get it. It's a crazy world out there.
How are you going to teach acceptance and then make them unaccepted?
No, but
I don't know, but I mean, $1 billion.
Yeah, but the $1 billion is based on them passing this bathroom bill.
Right.
That says they have to go to the same-sex bathroom to which that they were born.
Right.
So if they pass the bill, they've got $1 billion in federal funds at risk.
Yeah, it's a tough decision. You think we would have had this conversation 5 years ago?
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, transgender.
3 years ago, do you think we would have had this conversation?
No.
And we're having it 2016, and believe you me, I'm not a hater. I mean, we brought Susan in here. I love it. Whatever. You got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, on the show tomorrow, we got the fabulous newlywed game with same-sex couples. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. We got we do the newlywed game second Wednesday of the month here in the show, and we're bringing in same-sex couples.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I'm telling you.
It's pretty crazy.
Like, listen, we don't hate, we don't judge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's legal on the land, and we're doing the newlywed game, who are we to say no? You can't come on the show if you're married.
Right, but we're also a big fan of states' rights.
Yeah, I love the state rights.
It's just a constant back and forth between the federal laws and state laws.
Right. So Tennessee and Governor Haslam, he brings up a good point. I think
that's a pretty big one.
This has got to be talked about. This has got to be discussed. This has got to be figured out. A solution needs to take place.
Yeah, and it may take a little bit longer than they initially thought.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
To really work out the details.
Very sensitive subject.
Well, this
I would say grow a pair, but it can't in this situation. You know what I mean? It just can't.
Cheap shot.
There is.
A segment of the show that's brought to you.
There is surgery for that.
That's right. That's right. Susan filled us in all about it. The cost of it too, unbelievable. Like it will cost Susan. I think it was like 20 times less if she goes to Thailand. To get it done.
But there's also
be a little dangerous.
But you also risk them being rejected as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is true.
Gotta be very careful with these things. Well, this segment of the show is brought to you by Section 125, which is the city's only sports grill carrying all of the major sporting packages on their 21 screens. Now get over to 125 Franklin Street and try 2015's Best of Clarksville's Best Wings with all-day drink specials and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now for more information, who's playing, and you can like them on Section 125 on Facebook.
Yeah, Section 125. I love it over there. Good times, good drinks, good live music. I love catching Travis Dukes when he's over there.
Keith Jones.
Yeah, I love me some Steve Means.
Yeah.
And then Lucian and Cindy on Wednesdays.
They're a Clarksville staple.
Very talented, very talented. I like when they do that. And I said, hey, I got to say, I pray every single day for a revolution.
Okay.
Four non-blondes?
Four non-blondes.
Yeah, four non-blondes.
It took me a while to catch that.
No, come on, name that too. One note.
It took a second.
One note, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything at one note makes it a little hard.
Not until he said revolution.
Then I step outside and
I know those words from somewhere, but
and I get real high and I scream on top of my nose, what's going on?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh.
I suck at singing.
Yeah.
We noticed.
I could do Neil Diamond, like, no problem.
But he's a great host.
That's right. That's right.
You have strengths and weaknesses.
Those who can't sing, promote.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Or skate.
That's right. That's great.
Hey.
Speaking of skating, man, you guys got a big one going on April 23rd. It's too easy. Family Fun Day at the Billy Dunlop Park. All right, April showers.
We have a game this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
We'll get
against
into that
Bowling
when we
Green.
get back.
All right.
We'll get into that when we get back, because Game of Groans
Yes.
is going to be happening this weekend. Bay called it Game of Moans earlier. We like Bay. That wasn't very nice.
Nope. Sounds like a certain video
Yeah,
that I've seen.
Yeah, right?
Let's go. What do you got for us when we get back?
Well, we've got a PSU Governor Stadium is to become the Forterra Stadium.
Nice. That's right. Bringing those bucks, Austin P. Good for you.
Oh yeah.
Good for you. All right. We'll take a quick break here, but when we get back, talk about Saturday's events, plus also the local story, and then yes, we'll bring in Jeff Robinson, baby, talking politics. Love it when he talks politics.
It's about time.
He's so honest. He's so upfront.
He's like a town crier.
Yeah. It's time to go Metro, baby. That's right.
Yep.
It's time to go Metro. And I'm not talking about wearing button-down shirts and skinny jeans, okay?
With a flannel.
I'm talking about consolidated government. That's right. We'll get into it in a little bit, so don't go nowhere, Clarksville. Your conversation continues right here in the Joe Padula Show, WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
It's 4 minutes, man.
I didn't think that this one was appropriate to talk about with the kids.
No, we're gonna have about 3.5. That was a
typo.
No, there's a one in there that doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah, good job, Mark. Get that out of there.
And then you got 3 minutes.
It just makes me angry. Why are you reading? You haven't read this one?
Yeah.
Just throw it away.
I'll laugh at it the whole time.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Making sexual noises in the other room.
It makes me so mad. The whole story just makes me mad. It's really terrible. Yeah.
All right, so this weekend is.
We're having a coffee.
It's a double header.
Yes. Villains versus Vet City first, and then a co-ed mix-up.
Nice. Co-ed mixer. We'll get into that too. Those poor guys. Those poor guys just get their asses in. It's great.
It's so much fun.
I saw one of these
But I got a
co-eds.
question though. Hang on a second. I want to hear.
Not at all.
That's what I thought.
It's a good question. It's a
Well,
good question.
it used
in the
to be.
70s they did that because the ratings started falling from TV. So then they started doing like the WWF, type moves to bring the ratings up, and then it just died altogether until 2001.
To be honest with you, 70s, I was growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't like it then.
Yeah.
I really didn't like it because my parents liked it.
Oh.
You know?
It's much better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So much fun.
Any medical insurance?
One of the couples that is on tomorrow's
No,
morning
actually,
did
it's
a
like $75
little like
for a
promo
year.
video.
A year?
Yeah.
And it's like
with
a
insurance.
supplemental on top of what you got.
Yeah. It's a secondary one.
I'm here once again with my gorgeous wife, and we have some super exciting news.
Okay, guys, so
Well,
we
that's just the
have
skater insurance.
something
It only
super fun
covers us if we get hurt on the
and
track.
we're so excited about it. So we will share more details in a little bit, but we just wanted to give you a little sneak peek right now.
Little
So
teaser.
stay tuned because tomorrow afternoon there's something super exciting happening, and we get to do it,
And it's going to be fun.
and you guys are gonna love it. Okay?
What is this?
Bye.
That's one of the couples that's coming on tomorrow for the new.
Oh,
They did
okay.
a video for
What's this? Super excited? I like that. Super excited.
They don't look fabulous.
You got 45 seconds.
Oh, good. I'm not even in
They
there.
look fabulous. They look extremely happy.
Are they straight? They're straight.
It's just my head.
Yeah, don't just look
In
in
here.
Is it?
Don't be upset.
I've been misled.
They gave a couple hours to make a video for you. Don't be upset. That's all I ever see is your shoulders anyway. Cracking
Right
in
in
my
your face.
chest.
I can see you. Back your head.
That's what I said. It's just my head.
You stunned me yesterday. I was like, damn, Shiny, why do you gotta hit me so hard?
I was so happy I didn't get your face. I did a little happy dance inside. I was like,
My mom's so proud of herself.
What?
When you got that ticket, she was like, tell him boo hoo. 1-800. I didn't even get it. I
I
didn't
got
pick
it.
up on it. You did?
I got pissed.
I didn't pick up on it. She told me about it that weekend. I was
Yeah.
like,
She needs to
damn,
make a
mom,
sound.
look at you getting slick.
Have her record like a sound clip. That would be amazing.
Yo, welcome back, everybody. Mark, your mom's funny.
She got jokes.
Let's save
Mom's
it
got
3
jokes.
minutes so she
Mom's
can
got
get off.
jokes.
Yeah, that was good. I didn't even pick up on it.
I want a soundbite of that. Have her record what she said.
What was your mom
Awesome.
complaining about? Oh, the parking ticket. Because
Yeah, she was complaining. Yeah.
the truth, Shiny, listen to this, okay? Check this out. Okay, first things first. City of Clarksville. We're going to get into this a little bit with Jeff Robinson in just a moment.
Okay.
But City of Clarksville, you neglect the people who are residents of downtown with parking.
Right.
Terrible.
It is hard. Yeah.
Terrible.
Like spots for you.
And no, I mean,
She said
you
it.
have hundreds of people that live downtown, and you have no parking for these people, unless you have to pay every hour with the friggin' quarters.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, but you provide one free spot for electric cars, and then that electric car
There you go, that's
port
not
charger
good.
has been broken for 3 months.
Why is that not good enough for you?
All right, well no, it was broken.
Okay.
So if it's broken, guess what? I'm gonna park there. All right. If it's not able to be used by electric cars, why not?
Alright.
All right. If not, it's just a empty space. Ernesto,
Not Ernesto
look
parks
at
his
Ernesto
electric car.
strutting in here with his electric car.
Hey.
So, all right. So I get a $30 ticket. $30 ticket. I'm
Well,
gonna pay.
well deserved.
No, it was not well deserved.
It is deserved.
No.
Yeah.
You've been warned.
Yeah, no. I did get a warning, okay? But that doesn't matter.
It's my spot.
No, it's not your spot. Now, okay, now Ernesto,
With an electric
with
car.
a fully charged electric car.
Again, this is
getting all
completely,
verklempt.
as always, completely between the bromance.
No, but here's the thing, right? God forbid there's an
Getting
electric
that
car
car.
that needs to be down there. And Ernesto, I mean, it's kind of selfish, to be honest with you. It really is. Like, you don't even drive that car. You have your other car.
This is from the guy who says that he needs that parking spot because it's so close to his.
No, I want that parking
It
spot,
is in front
not
of
for
us.
me, but for other gas-powered vehicles in this nation. Okay? It is not about me, it is about me.
It's all
How about we focus on the parking next to it where they block the sidewalks?
Well, yeah,
And then we'll get there.
believe me, I already put in those complaints. There was this guy in a wheelchair that had to go down the curb and then go up the curb because there's people, you know, where there's like driveway, sidewalk, you know what I mean? Those?
Yeah.
Right.
Right, well, they park in the sidewalk part of the driveway. Right, which
Wait, but
I
he's in a-
know has to be illegal.
Wait, is he in a wheelchair though?
No, not the guy that parks there. There was a kid in a wheelchair, a buddy of mine. I see him at the Gilroy,
Okay.
I see him at section 125. So he had to go down the curb, so it was like a bunk, and then to get back up on the sidewalk, he had to like have his buddy there pop a wheelie to get him back up on the sidewalk.
With the car?
To go around the cars that were parked in the sidewalk part of the driveway.
Make a video so that we know what you're
Oh,
talking
believe you me.
about. Just video it.
Shout out to CPD real quick. I didn't get to mention it Friday, but I was on my way to the station right
Uh-huh.
here, and there was a gentleman in a wheelchair, and he was going uphill, or it looked like he was waiting to cross the street. But what it was, the sidewalk had ran out between the last business there
Oh,
up by
no.
the restaurant and the gas station on the corner.
Right.
So I saw an officer pull in, and I'm thinking, oh, okay. My first initial thought, I'm sitting at the red light, I'm thinking, is he about to get on to this guy for doing something wrong? And it was the complete opposite. He actually got out of his car, was joking around with him, and actually pushed the guy up the street to where he could resume on his own at the gas station.
He must be new.
Yeah,
Nice,
that was
good.
something I wish I would have had on video, because it was
Yeah.
just in that moment,
That's a
though.
good
You got
one.
to see something. You got to see the
Something
good
good.
side of it all.
He must be a rookie.
He must be a rookie.
Yeah,
Oh,
well.
man. But speaking of rookies, I mean, you guys got some fresh meat on the team, right?
Yes.
Street
They
town.
call it that?
Fresh
Yeah.
meat.
Ooh.
Fresh
Yeah.
meat.
Kroger.
Hanging out with the Clarksville and Roller Girls, the Truth and Shiny, and you guys got a big bout this weekend, a doubleheader.
Yes.
First is versus Vet City.
Yes.
All right, where's Vet City out of?
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green. Let
Kentucky.
me tell you, they're weak. Okay, they're weak at a Bowling Green. You guys are gonna dominate
Because
this.
it's hard
Oh,
to
yeah.
skate in fields.
We're 2-0 right now.
Yeah, 2-0. You guys,
Yep.
your winning streak is going to continue. All right, and after your victory against Vet City, all right, you got a co-ed game.
Yes.
How does this go? I mean,
We
you got,
put boys in there and beat them up too.
now
Oh,
I've
I
seen
like
one of
it.
these co-ed games.
Somebody get Joe some skates.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing:
Boom, boom, boom.
the guys underestimate.
Beat you with my
Every
cousin
time I've
Jeff.
seen this, the gentlemen that get involved with this underestimate the power, the speed, the coordination, the intensity of the lady skaters.
They must not have YouTube.
Timing is
They must not do any research at all.
And these guys, they embarrass themselves.
Oh, I love it.
You ladies dominate. Now, you always got the one guy who goes a little overboard, who doesn't know the rules, okay? I've noticed that too. There's like one guy who like tries to break the rules
They call him Bull.
because, because he got embarrassed a lap previously or whatever.
Yeah, it's relevant.
Yeah, but they still look like morons out there. So good for you ladies for stepping up and making sure that these guys, okay?
We keep them in their place.
I see that.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. And
Yeah,
you guys
their
can
kitchen.
you guys can watch.
Make me a sandwich. I want some soup too.
I just vomited in here. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to swallow.
But yeah, you guys. But yeah, you guys got this big event doubleheader coming up this weekend in Bowling Green, right?
No,
here.
Good answer. Right here
Clarksville.
in Clarksville. And how can people go out and see you guys?
They can come to the Clarksville Speedway.
Right.
1600 Main-Moore Road.
There it is.
Correct.
And I got to tell you, get your tickets, okay? Again, these guys, proceeds, they donate to local nonprofits in our area, and I respect that. I love that.
We're also nonprofit.
And they are also nonprofit. You see
Excellent.
that? It's nonprofits taking care of nonprofits.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And yeah, you guys got also April showers coming up on the 23rd at Dunlop Park. And yeah, here it is. You guys are going to be selling food, having stuff for the kids to do, activities,
Yes.
the whole bits,
What's
all
it?
just to
Family
make sure everyone
fun.
having a good time.
Yep. What's that date one more time?
Like that. That's April 23rd. Yeah, bring out the kids.
April 16th is our bout.
There you go. I'm telling you, you guys are busy. I wish you guys the best of luck. Go follow them on Twitter at Derby Villains, on Instagram on Clark's Villains. All right, make sure you like them on Facebook, and of course, go to the ClarksvilleRollerGirls.com for all those links
Yes.
and the scheduling and all the players. Real quick though, before we go to local story and break, favorite TV show, Game of Thrones. Is Jon Snow dead or not? Shiny, come on. What do you say?
I am so far behind. I started working. I haven't been able to catch up.
Truth, what do you say?
I don't really watch TV.
Okay. Who wrote favorite TV show, Game of Thrones, on here then?
My goofy butt.
Oh,
George R. R. Martin.
She's reaching.
it was Mark. It was Mark Owens that wrote
He
it.
did.
He grabbed the paperwork. He's like, oh.
I got this.
No, I really do watch the show. I
He's
just
dead.
haven't.
I think he's dead.
Don't tell me.
Yeah,
Don't tell
he
me.
died.
No.
Yes, he's died.
Don't.
On the last episode of the last season.
I don't want to hear.
You know
I don't want to
who
hear.
really
I
Who's
can't
that?
stick my
What,
finger
do
in
you
my
not have you not had the internet in the past year?
Carl's
Joe,
dead too.
Joe possibly can't be the one that
Carl's
spoils
dead. Dinklage is dead.
Yeah.
They're all
Tyrion-
dead.
I
He's
ignore
dead.
stuff like
Yeah.
that because I don't want stuff to.
And one of the
Mess me up.
dragons, there was two
No,
dragons.
don't do it. You are horrible.
I'm telling you,
I
they
don't
cut
like you
off
no
its
more.
head.
I'm done.
They cut off the
I'm
dragon's
done.
head.
I'm done.
The little person did, Tyrion.
Tyrion. He
Yeah.
Cosby'd him.
Why you gotta do this to
He
me?
did it with a Swiss Army knife. It was like a big sword for him. Yeah, it was
Just
great.
check them on the way out.
His tiny hands.
Sky, lovely. What do you got for us?
Well, we've
Yeah,
got
they're not
APSU's
dead. They're all-
Governor Stadium is to become
Now I don't even know what to
Forterra
believe.
Stadium. Well, Austin.
I'm sorry.
You're too.
Keep going. Keep going.
Austin
keep
Peay
going.
State University's historic Governor Stadium will soon don a new name through a partnership with Forterra Credit Union. The 25-year, $2.5 million agreement will see the home of APSU football renamed to the Forterra Stadium. Crews will begin work to install signage reflecting its new identity in the days to come as the university and Forterra prepare to celebrate a new era. A celebration will take place on Saturday, April 23rd at the home entrance of the stadium following the final day of spring football practice. Now the event is free and open to the public. Festivities begin with a noon baseball game as the Governors take on Eastern Kentucky in Raymond Sehan Park at 1 p.m. Governors softball will compete against Jackson State at Sherrill Holt Field. Now, Tailgate Alley opens at 3 p.m. in front of the newly named Forterra Stadium, followed by the spring football game at 4 p.m. After the game at approximately 5:45 p.m., a brief naming ceremony will take place with Tom Kane, President and CEO of Forterra Credit Union, and APSU President Alicia White speaking. And now the ceremony will be followed by a concert and end with a fireworks display at approximately 7:45 p.m.
Good for you. Good for you, S&P.
Yep.
Get that revenue in here, all right? Get that revenue, utilize it to update facilities, utilize it to ensure that you can bring in some big players, some big names.
And it's a joint venture within the community.
That's it.
It's a good one.
Good for
Mention
you.
Our Govs baseball team doing well this season. They're about 3 games out from first place in the OVC. So
Let's go Govs.
they can heat it up down the stretch here. They've had a good first season under the new coach, Coach
Yeah.
Jansen.
For their schedule, just go to backpage.com. You can, letsgop.com.
Or check out ovcsports.com.
There you
Or,
go.
yeah, Let's Go P. That's always
It's not backpage.com.
No, surely not.
Gross.
I see what you did there. Too soon,
segment.
sir.
Is it too soon?
Come on, they're winning. Let's just ride the.
All right, you're right. Let's focus on the winning. You're right. You're right.
All right. Well, the story is brought to you by BA.
Craigslist.com. Sorry. Go, keep going.
How about a real good one? How about BAWolfPowersports.com?
I love BA
This
Wolf.
segment of the show is brought to you by BA Wolf at Power Sports. And BA Wolf has the best selection of used motorcycles of all major makes and models in Tennessee and Fort Campbell. They're located at 2135 Lowe's Drive in Clarksville and now offer their motorcycle leasing program. So get out there and fill those out. And for more information on what they carry, you can visit BAWolfPowersports.com.
Chris Wolf. You know, Chris and Byron Wolf. Chris and Byron were just in Cancun.
They're beautiful people.
Oh, Mexico.
And
They are.
they were on a nude beach. in
For real?
Cancun.
For real?
Yeah.
No, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, she wasn't topless.
Got the vapors.
Byron was topless. So.
Oh.
Oh, nice nipples on that one.
Yeah, he's got the good areola to nipple ratio.
Not your average tiny man nipple.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, good for him. That's the sign of good genetics, is a nipple.
It's like, what did you spill on your? Oh, that's your nipple. Tiny.
Chief, show us your nipples. You always do this. Look at
He's
this.
got baloney nipples,
No,
doesn't he?
orangutan nipples. There they
I've always been doing
Nah, and they look good. They look good.
Yeah.
Very succulent.
They're just big for a man.
Ooh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's
All right.
getting weird.
We got to take a break here before Jeff Robinson leaves. But let me tell you, Clarksville, the true, the shiny. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, I love it.
you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you guys party with a purpose. You guys are out there. You're providing not only entertainment for this city and community, but also some great information, some great help to organizations that need it.
Yeah.
And I respect that a lot. I really do.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. So let's go take some pictures, all right? And yes, let's go watch them this weekend over at the Clarksville Speedway. Hey, boy. It's a little Steve Means on the radio there, huh? Oh, yeah. Steve Means.
So,
Sky, what do you got for us looking when we get back?
well, we've got 5 at Clarksville restaurants that are cited for underage alcohol sales.
Ruh-roh.
ABC's on it.
They're all on. Plus, when we get back, Jeff Robinson wrote an open letter to Mayor Jim Durrett. Man, he calls out some of the city officials.
Hope he didn't call out Jim Durrett.
No, the city, Jim's county. Mr. Mayor. is county.
Mr. Mayor.
Sorry, what a first name basis. We go eat lunch and we'll get a sandwich. That's great.
I hang up on him.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
right. Keep AJ cats him in the ass when he comes in here.
Yeah, it's just
It's unbelievable.
all around.
He
good
liked
times.
Well, we've come a long way. We
Yeah.
have to think about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
always you have.
Hanging up on the city
Hey.
mayor.
Hey.
All right, let's take a break here, but when we get back, yes, let's get into city and county politics. Right here on the Joe Padula Show, WJCM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
No, man, it was funny. Saturday morning when we were doing Clarksville in review, it was
What's the
funny.
4-minute break
Somebody was like, they said,
Let me turn this off.
no, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
It was, all right.
You guys
Oh,
ready
she
to
was
picture?
from one of the realty places. She was like, yeah, I listen to Joe's show all the time. She was like, wait, you work with? I was like, I'm speakerphone on. She was like, oh, you're speakerphone? I was like, yes.
Speakerphone.
In all my glory, here I am. You all right? It's the first time anybody's ever been like, oh, yeah.
All right, ladies, let's squeeze it in.
All right.
Let's do the intro.
Yes.
Let's step back.
Located on Route next to Boggs and on Madison next to the Sanger Walmart.
Hey y'all, back for the Intern News Network. I am Intern Thomas, and I'm here with and
Intern Trevor.
hey, so we just had some guests on the show, some jammers from a local Clarksville roller derby team. And I have a cousin that's on a roller derby team, and it's a really interesting sport. It's kind of like NASCAR, but with people, and they go around in circles. But the point is,
Supposed to hit.
yeah, the point is to go around as many times and pass as many blockers as you can. These are team members, kind of like a football team. You know, they have different names for their different members. And you're supposed to pass them, but their job is to hit you and knock you over so you can't pass them.
We gonna knock you out.
Mama said knock you out. Yeah.
The way she was explaining is like every time you like kind of lap,
Yeah.
you get a point.
Yeah, every blocker you pass, you get a point. Yeah.
Blocker.
After one lap, every blocker you pass, you can get a point. And their job is to knock you over. Or I'm not super familiar with it, but there's one person that's supposed to go around, and they're supposed to, I think it's a jammer. They're supposed to knock the jammer over.
Seems kind of intense.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, the object of the game is pretty much to smash into people going at high enough speeds that you could probably mess it up pretty good.
Yeah, when she was talking about it, it's a pretty high scoring game too. It's like a 270 point.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She said it was like 200 and something to 200 and something. So like,
okay.
I thought it was about to be like 10 to 8 or something. But apparently it's supposed to be like a really high scoring, fun game.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually watched a match. I mean, I know there was a movie with like Drew Barrymore in it a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, and but I've never actually watched an actual full-length game, so I'm not even sure how long they last.
Yeah.
I seen Matt yesterday.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Good. I was
Heard you were mulching.
This Internews Network is brought to you by Damar College in Clarksville. Damar has been helping students achieve their educational and career goals in business, criminal justice, healthcare, technology, and design, plus health and wellness. For more information about your career, visit damarcollege.edu. Thanks for watching, y'all.
I visited his mailbox frequently, but never assigned him.
What's that? I talked to him.
I know, but he doesn't ever.
No, I talked to him yesterday.
I'm saying though, like when even though we're neighbors, I don't ever get the, he's never there. He's never, even when he is there, he don't mess with me, really,
I talked to him yesterday. Talked to him about getting 15 minutes.
I seen him walk into his car this morning when it looked like his hip was.
He said when he went to that thing he went a couple days ago, all that walking he did hurt his hip.
Tell you what, Mr. Friezo, do you want to watch from the corner chair then? Get that perspective?
But yeah, Matt was in his UPS truck, and all I heard was Mark. And I look over, and there's Matt, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Come here." I was just joking. And next thing I know, he comes running around the corner. I was like, "Matt, man, I know you're busy." He's like, "No, I had a box." He's like, Derek Frank. Joe.
Sounds good.
I got some chicken ones.
That's fine. I think I said I just want to. It's different not being involved.
2 pages.
Watching what's going on.
Is your phone on?
All right, here we go. Yo, Derek Frank on the radio dial there, local artist, fantastic. Been on the show, coming back soon.
Local Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Other stations are doing it too. It's all right. It's cool. Good. I'm glad we're exposing the local artists. I'm glad we're bringing in outside talent into these cities borders here, and getting them exposed. That's the mission. So people ask me all the time, Joe, I mean, do you get butt hurt? Nah, not really. Not really. It's good. It's good for the artist.
It is good for the artist.
And it does great
You want them
professional.
to be on every radio station out there.
Right.
That's the goal.
That's it. That's it. The only thing that does gripe me.
Butthurt you?
Maybe
Yeah, it
is when the other stations take the credit of the introduction of those bands into this. Because we work hard on reaching out, going to these places, Franklin, Tennessee, going to Nashville, all right, scouting the bars on a weekly basis here in Clarksville.
If you're an innovator, you just got to get over it.
Yeah.
People are just going to do whatever it is they do. You're so focused on the future and moving forward.
That's right.
That you don't worry about it.
That's right.
Don't even spend time on it.
And what a great segue for our next guest. Because this man is looking
Forward thinking for sure.
This man is looking for the rise of the city, okay, the rise of the county, the rise of the community. And he does it in ways where he tells it like it is.
Right.
All right, he's not a bless your heart type of guy.
Oh no.
All right, not only is he an established business owner, he's a staple here in the Queen City.
That is true.
The Black Horse and a tap room upstairs.
Truth.
Where I beat Ernesto in pool most of the time.
Often.
Even in his own game called Puerto Rican pool, which is
I don't
it's not
get
cool.
that. That can't be real.
It's
not a real. That's not a real thing.
Hulk up.
He gets on his.
I got the finger. He gave it the finger.
Good for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the studio. Owner, Black Horse Pub and Brewery, Jeff Robinson.
Thank you.
How was that intro?
That was awesome. Awesome.
Are they getting better, right? The first one was like, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Robinson, and now there's like this whole paragraph.
We can shorten it back up a little bit.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
it. But Jeff, great to see you again. Black Horse, always going great over there. Big fan. You provide a professional product, a professional service, which I'm not saying Clarksville, but maybe in this region alone, there's a problem with the service industry, but you figured it out, so I respect that big time.
Well, we appreciate that. I got a lot of really good servers. You know, you said the service industry,
right?
Yes.
And the people working in there are the key for that.
Yeah.
To make that happen. And,
We have a good training though. That's.
Yeah, we have training and we work on that, and but everybody pretty much pulls together. And I don't know if you noticed, we have a famous server now too.
Oh, Josh.
Did you catch on Josh?
Well, we've had Josh on the show a couple. He's an actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Josh exploded yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Josh went viral. You know,
Viral
Josh
sensation.
might as well have the clap.
I've thought Josh has been viral. But
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, Josh, he's been on the show to promote his show, Local TV, which
Local
I'm,
Air.
Local Air, which I'm a big fan of because I
Very
watch
funny.
these well shot. You know, well shot.
It's filmed. It's
high
a real
definition.
TV show. Yeah.
And it's shot right here in Clarksville, so we're all about it. So, Josh, good for you in getting that exposure out there.
Oh yeah.
Leaf Chronicle, I hope you understand that.
Very creative.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
But man, I was reading another article here on the internet. And this went pretty viral too. So many shares, so many comments,
Yeah.
so many people weighing in on a piece that you wrote called "Open Letter to Mayor Jim Day."
Yep.
May I read a little bit of it?
Sure.
All right. Well, this was last week. Okay. Jeff writes, "Spring is here. People are getting outside all over Clarksville. Last weekend, I went to Liberty Park on Saturday afternoon. Every square foot of that park was buzzing with activity. People were walking, running, biking, fishing, playing soccer, playing touch football, boating, working on their boats at the marina, using the community-built playground, setting up for events on the points and the Wilma Rudolph Pavilion, using the ballpark. It was literally covered up with people. It struck me that it isn't big enough. As city chief of staff during the planning, you played a key role in that park. It is hard to believe that it was 6.5 years ago that Mayor Piper and a visionary group of city council members voted to fund that park. 2 years later, in May of 2012, Liberty Park opened, and it has been in constant use ever since. 6 short years ago, we seemed like a city on the move. I would challenge any Clarksvillian, not Clarksvillian, those are the roll girls, it's different. I would challenge any Clarksvillian to name the last 3 mayor projects undertaken by the city of Clarksville since Liberty Park. Think about it. Has the city built any new roads? Has the city built any more parks? Has the city built a performing arts center, a sports complex, a community center? Anything of substance, big word on our show, substance, relevance.
Yeah.
A fire station in the industrial park required by a new industry doesn't count. That is just doing the minimum to keep up with growth. Where is the vision and the leadership? And there's more, we'll get into more in a bit. Okay, but this opening monologue, if you will. All right, what made you think about this while you were at the park? Where was the juices, the creative juices flowing coming
Well,
from?
yeah, it is what I said there. I mean, literally, I was down there at the park.
Yeah.
The park was just overflowing with people, and and I thought, and I looked around, I was like, this place isn't big enough. But I had the perspective of being chairman of the River District Commission when we planned the park, so I knew that there had been a little annex, if you will, potential to go over there on the other side of the Zinc Plant Road.
Right.
There had been the potential of having an expansion of the park. So so I'm sitting in there.
Like a pedestrian bridge would be cool.
Well, you don't even have to be a pedestrian bridge. You can actually just drive right under the bridge. There's space, and it would connect. And on the article that they put in the website there, they included the graphics.
Okay,
You know,
right, yeah, I saw the
I
pictures.
I sent them some graphics that I had left over from back then that showed, you know, the potential for putting about another 70 or 80 acres of park over there on the other side of the bridge.
Right, bring in more people.
And in particular, athletic complex type of format, because I mean, if you remember just a few months ago,
The sports complex.
well, not just the sports complex, but the soccer guys
Yes.
have a
Right.
huge drama trying to, you know, they got to
With their
go to,
practices in Kentucky,
Right,
maybe
and-
having them drive way out of town, yeah.
you know, they're going to the city council and having the city council basically override the mayor's administration in Parks and Rec
Yeah.
to force them to give them more practice time.
Over at the Heritage Park.
Yeah, out there at Heritage Park. And you know, that's absurd the way that unfolded. I mean, if you really think about it, you got the city council overruling and, you know, directing the government, the Parks and Rec, what to do, basically over the mayor.
Right. Now, I mean, I continued to read your article here. And this is where it starts getting the calling outs, where the name drops begin.
Okay.
Shall I continue?
Well, the accountability
Yes.
is a better word.
Jeff goes on. We are in a black hole right now called the McMillan administration. Today I learned that the annual inner-city visit had just happened. Community leaders take this trip each year to another city, one that is actually getting stuff done, so they can get ideas to bring back to Clarksville. I love that concept. It's a good concept.
It is.
Yeah, that was me saying it, not Jeff. Okay, sorry, I had to put that stipulation. I'll change my voice when I do me talking. I'll do a higher pitch voice.
Very much like that.
A group of our business and elected leaders made the trip, but this time there was a glaring absence. Mayor McMillan didn't even bother. There was no pretense that she might get a spark of an idea and spring into action. She just didn't go. The county mayor was there, just no city mayor. All right, I'll stop there for a minute. Okay, so how important is it for a county mayor and a city mayor to
Cooperate.
work together
Yeah.
for expansion and growth in your
Well, normally you'd think it's really important, but kind of what's unfolding here is you have one mayor, in my opinion, you have one mayor who's active and proactive and has an interest level in producing and getting results.
Okay.
It's kind of double duty.
And you have another mayor who's MIA, and you know, it's a frustration and it's a problem, but you can get past it. Because and that's kind of where I go next, and that is like, okay, if that's the way it is, then you just accept it and you move on. You know,
moving forward.
Right. I mean, because otherwise you're just, you know, going to stagnate and have nothing happen.
Yeah.
And really the plaza in downtown Clarksville.
It's taken a minute.
Yeah, it's taken a
Yeah.
minute, but it's you know, as soon as Rivers Inspires is over, the demolition is going to start. You know,
Right.
the contracts have been let, and it's, you know, now they're actually at the point of just waiting to get through Rivers Inspires, and then that will proceed.
Right.
You know, I personally wish it, you know, had moved a lot faster, but at least it's moving, and that gave us a roadmap for how you can get something done in a partnership, even though one of the partners is kind of dragged along kicking and screaming and doesn't want to be there.
Right.
You know, because essentially what happened is the county took the lead, they're doing the project, but the city chipped in $1 million through the city council, voting to appropriate the money, even though the mayor didn't want it to happen. So
the partnership was still there.
Yeah, it's a partnership.
It just was a little bit harder to get.
It's just a little harder to get, and you know, and just
imagine Rivers Inspires with the Civic Plaza.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be great.
You know, just imagine the event. But we'll get into that in just a moment.
Yeah.
All right, so Jeff continues. This community has a lot of needs. Playing fields with the sports complex are just one of our needs, but it's one big one. The recent drama over the soccer fields is an example. That trip to Liberty Park last week reminded me of the original Liberty Park master plan that showed a sports complex south of the zinc plant road bridge. It's time, as Jeff mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Mayor Dirt and the county can take the lead on that, just like you did the Civic Plaza. That is about to be built downtown. Come up with a plan, figure out the cost, and ask the city council to pony up for a part of it, just like they did the plaza. That is a recipe that needs to be repeated over and over again. If the city mayor wants to check out, it's bad, but it can be overcome. The plaza funding demonstrated the council can get business done in partnership with the county in spite of Mayor McMillan's efforts to derail a project.
Right.
Now, I'll pause there for a second. Okay, so now here it is, okay, where you actually mentioned what you just mentioned earlier in the interview. City council, county commission, working together. What about the possibility of consolidation of government? Is this a sign that we are going to be entering, or at least a better chance of entering a consolidated government metro?
I don't see consolidated metro government coming out of any of this, because the reality is the way the state constitution is set up, that you have to have that majority of the folks who are in the county only.
Right.
You know, they have that vote, and I haven't seen an indication that the folks in the county only lean towards doing that. Although, you know, this community is one of the prime communities to get it done, because about 80% of our total population is in the city.
Yeah.
They're already residents of both, so that will, you know, that you got the 20% that makes up the ring of the donut. But that's the state constitution, and I don't really see us changing the state constitution. It just kind of is what it is at this point in time. Right. You know, Nashville overcame it once in a magic moment, and they came away with the general service district and the urban service district in a consolidated metro government.
And now look at it.
Yeah. Now look at Nashville. I mean, but you know, Nashville's just its own little explosion. I mean,
It's great planning though.
Yeah, but when I try to compare Clarksville to somebody else, I like to look at the cities that are maybe a little more our speed. You know, like Murfreesboro, you know, or Franklin, Tennessee.
Right.
You know, actually look at the smaller ones. You know, Chattanooga, Knoxville. I don't try and compare, you know, Clarksville to Nashville, especially since Nashville has, you know, hit warp speed.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
It really has.
So,
all right, we continue. And which by the way, I love Franklin. They really got something going on down there.
yeah, what's not to love?
Yeah, right?
We'll talk about that later on. But okay, Jeff continues. Mayor Durham, you have to take the lead and essentially be the de facto mayor of both governments so we can make some progress. Here is that early park rendering. With some vision and leadership now, in 2 years, it could be in full use too. I think the county is going to have to tackle jobs like this and more. Trenton Road, Rossview Road traffic in front of the schools is another big problem. Looking for a leader to step up. Help! Exclamation mark.
I need somebody.
Jim, you probably didn't run for county mayor thinking that you would have to get into some of these issues. See, he's on the first name basis too. Yeah, Mr. Mayor. But it looks like it's you or nothing is going to happen. About 80% of the county residents are in the city too. So you really are our mayor too. It's time. Submitted by Jack Robbins.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what too. I have not seen Mr. County Mayor Jim Garrett with a spare moment. He is always working on something for someone and having meetings. I mean, so having him take on some of these city responsibilities would be kind of trying for him, seeing as how his time is totally booked up. He is really getting things done.
Well, when you submitted this, what was Mayor Garrett's reaction to your letter?
We really hadn't talked about it so much.
Well, we got him on line number 2. No,
Uh-oh.
that'd be cool.
I hung up. Sorry. Whoops.
That would have been real radio.
Oh, you hung up.
One day we'll get there.
I want some.
But the reaction that you've got...
I don't think in the end right now any of this is really a surprise to Jim.
Right.
I mean, the reality is we're 5.5 years into the McMillan time.
But here's what's the rarity of this is. This is the only time I've seen a piece like this go public, where a prominent member of this community, of this city, okay, and which you are. I'm sure you understand and accept that, as humble as you are. But not only are you a very influential man, but you give a damn about this town, about this city. Now, I mean, as someone that's stepping up and putting public words out there, such as these, has there been any backlash? Not only just towards you, but your business?
Oh, no. No, backlash? No. I've had a lot of people, basically they say, quietly say we agree. I mean, but there's no, I haven't had any big backlash. I think any backlash I might have had in terms of falling out with the current city mayor is behind us. Because that
happened a long time ago?
Yeah, we've been trucking down this road for a while. This isn't a surprise in either direction.
Right.
So,
But do you think that the city mayor and maybe some of her team members are surprised that you went to Prince with this?
no, man, I've been writing letters to the editor critical of them for almost 5 years. I mean, this one is Clarksville now,
Right.
.com, and it's just another venue. I mean, I've been.
You can always send to us on a regular basis. You can send. What are you writing here, Mark? I can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time for a break. Okay, yeah, we got to go to break here. But yeah, I mean, Jeff, you are more than welcome to submit to us and come in here on any time when you have like.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I think the point is really that literally, I'm not kidding. It's 5.5 years that she's been the mayor, and you can't point to it, man. I mean, you can't like get up with your whiteboard and a marker and start writing off a list of
What got done.
What got done.
Right.
And after 5.5 years, you got a track record there. I mean, that's it.
No, but you're wrong. I mean, look, Uber's here because of her, right? I saw the picture, right? Right? Did I not see the picture of her?
Well, in that case, then I guess the Nashville Sound started their season because I saw a picture of her holding the bat.
There you go.
Opening day, so we can just tally it on.
We just want the city to grow. There's more people than not that want this city to not only just survive but thrive.
But I think what we want to see is more people like Mayor Jim Durrett in office. People that are not just maintaining what's going on now and doing the minimum effort to keep things moving, however unsmoothly, but to have the initiative to really plan and to try and take things forward, to see that the city has to grow and it takes the city to make these plans to help advance it.
Part of it's just straight up courage.
Right.
I mean, you have to have the courage to lead, and Jim seems to indicate that he's going to have the courage to lead.
Right.
And you reflect back, before Liberty Park, there was a lot of drama about Liberty Park, and Mayor Piper took a lot of grief over it, and there were a lot of people complaining about the cost, and it was going to sink our ship, and it's going to be terrible, and taxes are going to go up, and this is going to be the worst thing we've ever done. And now you go down there this Saturday afternoon and just cast your eye in 360 degrees, and all you're going to see is people that are happy citizens enjoying that park.
Right.
And you don't hear any more of the crap about how this is going to sink our city.
And they had problems with Plaza too.
Yeah, you just got to have the courage to, I refer to it as testicular fortitude, to move on.
That's right.
Not
The ball.
everybody is
I
gonna
like
like
that.
your idea,
That's a good
but
one.
not everybody likes change. So.
That's it. Well, it's all about being proactive, not so much reactive. And currently this city has been very reactive to situations.
Dude, we're not even getting really reactive. I mean, just drive out on Trenton Road right now.
It's the worst.
We're not reactive. We're stuck. There's no excuse for Trenton or Rossview roads.
We say it all the time. God forbid there's a fire at 5 o'clock over there, 5 p.m. Where are you going to pull off into the
Cars
ditch?
and ditches all the way to the scene.
And the school. Oh, there's a school. Right. Well, we'll get into it more when we get back. Sky, locally, take us to break.
We can. Our final local story. We've got 5 Clarksville restaurants that are cited for underage alcohol sales.
Whoa.
Now, the Alcohol Beverage Controller, the ABC agents of the Clarksville Police Department, the Special Operations Unit conducted operations targeting the sales of alcohol to underage persons on Thursday.
Yeah.
Compliance checks were conducted at 8 businesses, with only 3 businesses being found in compliance.
What do? They dress up like kids, or do they send young people in?
Dude, I can tell you exactly how that works. You want to go after break on that one?
Yes.
Okay, we could go way deep in that one.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about the ABC book.
We've got 5 businesses that were cited for the sales of alcohol to underage persons. One, we've got a El Toro Mexican restaurant at 1200 Fort Campbell Boulevard.
See, that means the bowl.
What's that, like their third consecutive year?
Guacamole's Fresh Mexican Grill at 1490 Tinytown Road.
Right.
Cowboys with a Z Steakhouse at 549 Dover Road. La Casa Taqueria at 79 Dover Road. And Peabody's at 1042 South Riverside Drive.
See what I said earlier about the why every time why is there always a Latin or Mexican
3 of 5
style restaurant that is
3
getting
of 5.
cited?
3
I
of
mean,
5.
first of all, is it culturally biased, or are they just not upholding the?
I think
the
it's
standard?
possibly maybe easier for people to use fake IDs.
over there because
I mean, you've got, just in my experience, when I was in high school, there was an old Chinese restaurant that was out there on exit 4 where I believe Steak and Shake.
Oh, yes.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes, I know the
Chick-fil-A
chain.
is.
Right.
Yeah.
And, there were, we knew. People knew.
You took advantage of the naiveness, if you will.
I mean, there was the rumors that went around, and people would go in, and some would get away with it, and some couldn't.
Right.
But it was all about,
We did the same thing with Asian
fake
place with us in
IDs
Jersey.
and
Right.
who you knew.
The sake. We would get the sake.
Right, and that's what they would do.
Yeah.
You're talking about 15, 16-year-olds that are like sake.
Yeah.
They can't get beer, but
Get
the
hammered.
Chinese people will give us sake. So
Right.
we'll all go there and get hammered. And then,
Oh, okay.
it was just...
It's a mesa.
Not seeing the Chinese people on here. Well, that's our second
No, we're
show.
not here.
It's
No.
about to-
A couple times.
Times
a couple
have changed,
times,
Sky. Times
Yeah.
have changed.
Yeah,
This was 2004.
Do you know what the number one listened to radio show in New York is right now? Number one in New York radio market. Number one in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Spanish. All Spanish speaking station.
Oye, ole!
They did it.
Arriba.
Thank you for listening. Gracias. All right, well, this segment of the show is brought to you by Wiz Advertising. The Wiz Ads is based in Clarksville and offers indoor advertising that puts a business directly in front of customers. Places and events are seen in places like restaurants, nightclubs, and bars, fitness centers, bowling alleys, golf courses, coffee shops, as well as public restrooms. You can be seen and contact wizads.com. That's WHIZZ ads.com.
Yeah, Deborah Johnson over there, Wiz. Great job.
Deborah!
She's awesome. Very effective marketing. I'm glad that we've joined forces with our Here to See It package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, if you want to get your business event promotion heard and seen, just contact us. Wiz Ads will take care of it. All right, we got to take a quick break here, but when we get back, yeah, a little more about the city and county politics. But yeah, curveball was just thrown in the mix. Yeah, ABC. We're not talking about the Jackson 5 song either. No way. Talking about that alcohol. What does it stand for again?
It is the Alcohol Beverage Control.
Yeah, the ABC board. Yeah, very interesting. I've always wondered how that works. They send in like a little kid here, go buy beer.
Yeah.
We'll get into it all when we get back. I get to learn. All right, I love learning. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna learn right here in the Joe Padula Show, WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.
You got traffic.
Traffic. Yeah, are they sneaky?
Yeah, they're sort of sneaky. What
What I was trying to tell you is she flaked on a Saturday.
Oh yeah.
The Adventures of Mark and
Yeah,
Dave
so
and
I got
Clarksville in Review.
You guys did good though.
No, Dave did good.
No, you did good.
It's hard to sit here next to Dave and ad-lib, man. He rambles for 10 minutes and then he'll be like, Mark, what are you doing?
Did she actually come on the radio?
No, she was supposed to be here, and 30 minutes before we went on air, we got
Okay, so what I want to do over here, watch your step, is an
Latinos are more culturally based.
instead of water, I want it to be champagne. And right here is a hot tub, but it's filled with chocolate pudding, and chocolate cookies. Oh, I'm allergic to vanilla. And over here we've got the elegant the Ultimate Billionaire and ultimately anything. Play the new Ultimate Billion instant game from the Tennessee Lottery with over $100 million in total cash prizes and a top prize of $3 million. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing fun.
3 minutes.
Wednesday, karaoke. Thursday, ladies' night with Ernesto. Friday, Miracle Jesse Band. Saturday, Chris Cheatham's Dance Craze. For more, visit
Welcome to Journey's Eye Studio of Clarksville, where one-of-a-kind vintage and modern furnishings are awaiting your arrival. Journey's Eye provides the special touches ideal for homeowners, businesses, realtors, and designers alike. The handcrafted Journey's Eye pieces are created in Clarksville, with unique items collected from around the world at affordable prices. Meet and greet Jody and Steve at 131 Franklin Street in historic downtown Clarksville, and visit online at journeyseyestudio.com. Journey's Eye Studio, enhancing your home and business surroundings. Grant you a deal. The days of haggling, wheeling, and dealing just to get the best price for the car of your choice are now over thanks to Grant Gilkey, a certified Ford salesman at Penny Ryle Ford, Lincoln, in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Call or text 270-704-9850 and let Gilkey grant you a deal on any new or pre-owned vehicle. Pickup trucks, SUVs, sedans, sports cars, you name it, he's got the deal for you. Check out and let Grant you a deal on Facebook. Get to 5505 Fort Hill Boulevard in Hopkinsville today and say Grant you a deal. Change. It's not a choice, it's an opportunity. The question is, do you let it happen or do you make it happen? At Damar College, they believe you have the power to make the changes you want in your life. The question is, do you have the passion? They are here to help you gain the skills, knowledge, and tools you need to make those changes. To reignite your passion. Classes start soon, so enroll now. Call 888-520-3415 or visit applydamar.com today. Damar College is authorized for operation as a post-secondary educational institution by the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. Career Education Accredited Member ACICS. If it's good times you're looking for, you found them and more at your nearest Kiltis Kills Pub and Eatery. Like fantastic pub food? We invite you to eat up and wash it all down with one of more than 40 draft and bottled beers. So get to the kill for the non-stop sports action and Tilted Kill Girl. We keep the cheer going and the beer flowing. Tilted Kills Pub and Eatery. A cold beer never looks so good. Tilted Kill Pub and Eatery across the Gunner Square Mall, Clarksville.
Quiz advertising, Clarksville's largest and longest running.
Yeah, man, that first day she came in here, I don't know, this mic.
Smack dab and put information about your business. You can target.
I mean, nothing.
All right, I'm turning this back on.
It's going to be 6 years without nothing near pretty soon.
Sarah Ali.
All right, here we go.
Sarah Ali. Like Sarah.
Yeah. Welcome back to the show.
Hello.
Yeah, that sound, that's the sound of Sarah Ali.
Very nice.
And yes,
A love letter.
Because that's
Boggs.
what matters.
Yeah.
she used to be a good artist. She
Hey.
used to be good at singing.
No, I was telling somebody this weekend about how you got mad at that girl that sings the song No.
No, yeah, Megan Trainor.
Because he's got
Now.
problems with.
It came on. I think me and Paige
Yeah.
were pulling up to Kroger, and it came on. I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know this song. This is one Joe took personal."
Yeah,
I was
this one
like-
sucks. What's your sign?
I
No.
got a crack
My
out of
name
it,
is
man. That
No.
was
No.
hilarious. That's good stuff.
Like all you're doing is just saying, "Hey, how are you?" And now.
What's your sign now?
Ernesto got that the other day.
Can we do an interview?
No.
Now. Yes.
Sid the rhinoceri.
Now.
Rubbing your horn on a tree. I know. There's no sound for that or sound effects,
Here it
by
is.
the way.
Here it is.
No.
Rocksteady trainer, you cut it out.
Yeah, Bebop, get over here. Get rid of these guys. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle references. Yeah, Sarah Ellie will be on the show on Friday, April 22nd.
Yeah.
So will Jody and Steve.
Hey, that's 2 days before Game of
Very
Thrones.
cool. One day before.
I like Jody and Steve. You know, Jeff Robinson hanging out with us, Black Horse. Okay, he's also he's a philanthropist that's philanthropist off, and appreciate that. You know, I saw you at Journey's Eye a couple months ago when Sarah Eiley was performing. Yeah, I like what they're doing over there. You know, bringing in a little class.
It was very nice. Yeah.
Good times, good people, good wine.
Oh yeah. Sure did.
Lovely. Yeah, but yeah, Sarah Eiley, fantastic artist. Good times. Jeff, I do these videos on Sundays, week in review and a weekly update. And let me tell you, there's so much going on in the city. So many events, so many people trying to get things done. You know, and in this submission that you wrote here, in first person to Mayor Jim Garrett, you talk about how there could be so much more. And part of me says, I hear it, I'm tired.
We're not even in the ball game on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I know. But that's when my non-lazy self goes, Joe, snap out of it.
Hey man, the city mayor's pet project, the Performing Arts Center. This is the one she promotes.
Well, I see the picture of it all
Build
the
it,
time.
baby. I mean, build it. What the hell?
I see the picture of it right next to the Roxy.
The one that's about to fall over because it's rotting down from old age.
The sign, yeah.
The sign is dry rotting in place.
So when is that going to happen?
It's never going to happen.
No, but the sign says coming soon.
Yeah, 4 years now.
Yeah.
5.5 years into the dream.
Because right now you just got that blank space where there's parking, which should be designated for people that live downtown. Oh, Jeff, by the way. Let me ask you a question real quick, okay?
Just pay it.
No,
Start a GoFundMe account. Yeah. You need 30 people, $1 a pop.
Here's something that the city's failing.
I think it's 40.
Is it 40? I'm definitely not paying it. But there's a lot of people that live downtown. I mean, you talk about hundreds of people that live in that downtown area, okay? Franklin, Strawberry Alley, all right? 2nd Street, 1st Street, Main. There's people that's living down there, all right? There's no parking for these people. Myself.
There's only
it's a challenge situation. But I mean, you're talking about the Roxy lot, $40 a month to rent a space.
Right.
And that's I don't know which building you live in. I mean, there's a few of the buildings that actually have parking spaces around back, and then there's some that don't. And some of the situations might be where the landlord needs to work out a deal where he can provide some parking in conjunction with the rental units.
Agreed, but like currently, right now, there are if you're living downtown Clarksville, all right, you're parking 2 to 3 blocks away where you don't have to pay. Okay, if not, you go to the meters, you feed the meters.
Oh,
you
no,
get
the daytime meter things. That's no way to go for somebody who lives downtown. That's
right.
No, but the only way that we can go is by parking a long walk.
Yeah, and doing a Mr. Rogers, change your shoes.
In the meantime, I wonder, with all that vacant space sitting right there, the old bank and all their parking. And don't get me wrong, it's not a lot, and it's not what's needed to subsidize for everybody downtown, but think about all that empty space that nobody's using right now that they should allow residents of downtown to park in. And it's still closer than, your garages that you would have to pay. I mean, it's vacant space.
The always dead empty underground parking structure underneath the bus station.
Right.
Should be resident only parking.
That, or what about the even on a smaller, level, what about that right there in front of Regents?
That will be the Civic Plaza.
Right, it will be, but for now, I mean, in the meantime,
that's going to be a big flat lot in about a month. I mean,
I'll take that month though.
And that's my point. I mean, you would think that even if it was in a month, it'll be flat. Well, what have we been doing for the past 6 months? Because we've been talking about
it. Well,
actually,
it's privately owned. I mean, the city,
right.
That's owned by a private investor who owns the lot, and then Regents Bank owns a little slice of the corner of it there,
right.
And that's what they use for their parking. So.
Right, and here it is. I'm taking up parking spots that are designed for business. So now that I park in front of a coffee shop or
the way a lot of things in downtown Clarksville have been going the last 10 years, to have a car parked in front of your business makes it look good in a way.
Understood.
I mean, it's.
But then I see cars drive around, okay, and then just give up. and then they go to Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, and they have plethora of parking. And nothing against Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. We go to Wilma Rudolph Boulevard often.
You know, it's been a while, but I think it was in the Leaf Chronicle one time. They actually took the footprint of Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. I mean, not Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. Governor Square Mall. Took the footprint of Governor Square Mall and laid it on top of downtown. And this was very interesting because on the far left-hand side, as you face out, you got Sears, and on the far right-hand side was it Belk? Is the far
Belk.
That or pennies.
Yeah, whatever it is. So but
from
the left to the right facing it, it was the equivalent of entering down on Public Square.
Okay.
And going all the way to University. Right, so it's essentially a 6-block area.
Yeah.
So like if somebody goes to the mall and they park by JCPenney, they trot their happy ass all the way down to Park Belk, and then they go all the way back and they don't think about it.
Right.
Now if you told somebody to park at Public Square,
right,
and go all the way down to University,
no way,
and then truck on back, they'd be looking at you like you're crazy. Yeah, but you know, part of the thing is because there's nothing in between to activate you or to do anything.
Well, lawyers' offices.
Johnny's.
But it's just the scale of it was interesting. I just remember when they put that in. It was kind of amazing.
I like
that is a good one.
Scott, we're going to talk TABC.
Yes, ABC.
Yeah.
The alcoholic
beverage.
The alcohol beverage control.
But really, you got two of them.
Okay.
And that's what's interesting. Anybody that's got a liquor by the drink license has the TABC, which is the Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission.
Okay.
And they have like overarching, I guess, authority over everything to do with alcohol. And then within the city, each city has a city beer board. And the beer board has their own little ABC, which they call Alcoholic Beverage Control. And then but they're working, for the police. They're police officers that are working in conjunction with the city beer board.
Nice.
And so now and this is the city of Clarksville, their method is when they go out and they do a sting, they publish we got you.
Right. A press release.
Yeah. Here's who we got. And
now, is that to keep others on their toes, to prevent, to let everybody know, hey, we're out here, we're looking.
If you read their press release, and they had it in the newspaper one time, and one of the officers basically said, hey, this is it. We're doing this, and you either comply or we're coming to get you.
Right.
So yeah, I'd say it's an enforcement technique that they want to let people know that, hey,
calling him out.
Yeah, here's who we got. Now, with the TABC actually has a regulation that says if they attempt to purchase alcohol in your establishment and they don't succeed in trapping one of your servers,
right,
then they send you a letter and it'll say like February 15th at 7:35. Agents of the TABC attempted to.
Why aren't those released in a press release? Hey, congratulations! Here's
actually the city of Clarksville, when they do theirs, it'll list off the ones who passed and the ones who failed. So like you guys have
the press releases that we get, it's just who fails.
I've read it. I mean, I've seen it.
Right.
They'll publish. Here's we have these 18 establishments on Wednesday night.
That's a big one.
And 13 of them passed and 5 failed. Whatever it is.
We're gonna start doing we're gonna start giving the clap to some of the local businesses.
Yeah, but they're not exactly. I mean, they play by substantially the same rules, but they're not exactly the same rules. And I think that's an issue. I think that they should both play by the exact same rules.
So the ones who goes in? It's officers, or is it underage?
Alcohol, beverage.
Ernesto, you're raising your hand.
So I have my ABC card.
Okay, you have an ABC
because I used to bartend at the Gilroy.
Okay.
One of the methods that the instructor told me is that they would get people that have already been caught underage drinking.
Okay.
And to go into establishments and attempt to do it. It's kind of like a trick to try to get the servers to serve underage.
Yeah, you can do. You got 1 year probation, or you can go in here and catch somebody.
Want to get time knocked off?
Right. I mean,
or you got the ones that they might be in like 2 or 3 days.
Oh yeah. That's nasty. That's dirty right there.
I know somebody got caught like that.
They definitely they use a CI. They use somebody who is underage, and the rule is that they're supposed to use a current, valid, unaltered state of Tennessee driver's license. And really, a current, valid, unaltered state of Tennessee driver's license is going to have a red box around the picture of anybody who is underage. So, and if a server serves to a person who has the red box around the picture of their head, the server has made a pretty grievous error.
See, that's in Tennessee.
That's in Tennessee.
But here in Clarksville, I mean, we have such a transient population.
Right, but I'm telling you, the TABC, and I'm not positive it's the same for the Clarksville Police Department, and that's why I say some of their rules are slightly different because they're the beer regulations, and the TABC is very specific in theirs, and they've got it literally like step by step. Here's how you have to perform a sting, and it says that they have to use a current, valid, unaltered state of Tennessee driver's license. So that's going to have the red box around that person's head. And so they don't get to come in and stick you with a military ID or a Virginia driver's license or a Florida driver's license.
Let me propose this though.
Proposal.
You
Live
go
on
to
the air,
the, you
Paige,
go
very
to the
lucky girl.
DMV now, and Joe, you lost your license when you went to the DMV.
I didn't lose my license. I misplaced my license. There's a big difference.
Edwards, which
Thank
is
you.
one of the best places to eat in Clarksville. But nonetheless, when you did go to the DMV.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What did they do?
They said you're not from around here.
And okay, so you didn't get the paper printout.
No, I got a temporary.
The temporary license.
Yeah, I got the
now,
temporary.
What they can do, and obviously with the stings, that's legit. They're real licenses. They're checking bartender errors. But a lot of these younger kids are able to take those paper IDs. They can immediately lose it. Go back to the DMV the next day and say, "Hey, lost it," and they get another copy of it. At which point, now you've got 2 copies of a paper ID.
That's accepted as a regular.
Right, so you can get on.
No, you can do that, but man, you could just go online and for $80 you get a 2-pack of Florida.
Right,
IDs.
but for $80, why would you bother when all you have to do is put it in paint? You drag the red box into the blue box.
I'm telling you, you get it with the hologram in it. You get it it looks exactly like a Florida or an Indiana ID. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, for $80 you get a 2-pack.
What are the fines? What are the fines?
Well, now the fines are interesting. Most people don't understand that the server or the bartender who gets caught in the sting, they have about $1,000 fine.
Man.
And they 1129 probation.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is.
What's 1129 probation?
That's another $1,400-$1,500.
Yeah, it is expensive on the server. It is very expensive, and then with the business owner, it is a escalating number of fines. Like if your first one maybe $500. Now this is at the ABC level. Now at the TABC level, your first one's $1,200. But at the ABC in the city of Clarksville, your first one's like $500, and then they go up from there. But what's really interesting is in the past year, the TABC has tied into the local municipalities with the flow of information back and forth, and now the TABC, if you get cited by the city of Clarksville for one of your servers or bartenders selling to an underage informant, then you'll get a fine from the TABC too. That just shows up in the mail, kind of like a little bonus ticket.
Oh, how
so
nice.
It's kind of the equivalent of you get pulled over on Madison Street for speeding by CPD, and you're going to pay your $200 ticket for that. Then you think you cleared that hurdle, and then like a couple of days later you get a little bonus from the state because that happened to be a state road.
Right.
It's.
So how's it work though? Say you get the servers inside, but I see a lot of places here in Clarksville where you have someone at the door checking the IDs. Now that person at the door is responsible for. They take that fine.
Literally, that law is changing right now. The state legislature is about to pass a law that's going to basically, if you have a door person who's checking IDs at that door, then it's on that door guy. And that door guy is going to be open for being fined pretty heavily. Yeah. But then what happens on the inside is it's off the servers on the inside.
Right.
So
I like that.
It's got potential.
But here's the thing: all these door guys, they're like big muscle guys, so they got nothing in their brains. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
they can find a red square.
Or no, but again, say my Jersey license, down here, I don't have that red square.
But what we're teaching our staff is if somebody doesn't have a Tennessee driver's license, they don't have the red square, or they do have the red square on it. Well, it's like, then you go on alert. I mean, okay, now we're going to turn our attention level up 15 times where it used to be.
Right.
Now we're going to be looking like more carefully at everything.
Yeah.
So you ought to see some poor guy comes in here, he's got a passport.
Yeah.
I mean, because we get people from all over. I mean, we get people from all over.
Really do.
We get, a lot of military guys come in from other countries, and they'll come trucking into the restaurant, and they'll throw down their passport. And then you pull bartenders back there going,
that's right, they're going through papers.
Yeah, it's like, where's it say how old you are, dude?
I see all these stamps. Where's your age, sir?
Yeah. But it's crazy. And what's interesting is the city of Clarksville right now has 3 police officers devoted to running around and getting after servers and convenience store clerks.
So it doesn't pay to serve. It pays to check these IDs every time. I obviously it's an inconvenience. Obviously, I mean, someone looks old.
It's just a part of the job.
But yeah, hey, you don't want to pay these fines.
You don't want to pay the fines, and people are taking it to the extremes too, and that's why you see a lot of businesses just have a policy now that everybody gets carded.
Right.
You know, there's no introducing common sense into it. You know, we try and tell our servers, you know, let's don't card people that look like your grandmother. I mean, really, it's just not necessary for you or them. I mean, because the reality or the law is that, you know, they have to be over 21.
Right.
The law doesn't say that they have to be toting around 15 forms of identification that prove they're over 21. They just have to be over 21.
Now, what about barcode scanners?
We don't do it.
No?
No.
They're out there though, right?
They're out there, but what we care about is right there with the state of Tennessee, the rules that we got here.
We got the inside scoop from, yes, Jeff Robbins, Black Horse, and
Well, I think what you just witnessed is why his staff is so good.
Right.
Is he obviously
because he knows.
educates them.
He's in the know.
We work on it, but I mean, we had one last February. It was our first. We've had 2 in 25 years.
Nice.
Two in 25 years, but we had one last February.
Now, how often do you have like a staff meeting where you pull together
once
your
a quarter.
There you go.
We do a staff meeting once a quarter.
Where everyone just comes together and talks.
Yeah,
we provide leadership and guidance.
We talk about this stuff a lot.
Yeah. I bet. Well, Sky, let's do some headlining news as we get ready for break here. Sky, headlining news. What do
We've
you
got a former House Speaker, Dennis Hassard, has pleaded guilty in October to breaking bank laws in connection with hush money payments.
Remember Dennis Hassard, right? The House Speaker.
However, it was revealed on Friday that the hush money was paid to cover up sexual abuse allegations, and an unlikely source has come forward to verify part of the story. Conan O'Brien's sidekick, Andy Richter, was a student at the Illinois high school where Hassard was a wrestling coach, and he recalled...
Sorry,
Richter.
I should have.
It's okay. And he recalled that Hassard placed a chair by the boys' showers and would sit and watch, purportedly, quote unquote, to keep the boys from fighting.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, Richter says that he hadn't thought about the chair in 30 years, but was reminded of it after seeing it mentioned in the court filing.
Yeah, boys, take it easy in there.
No fighting, keep it down.
Help each other out. Soap his back. Be nice.
Billy, looking good.
Allegedly.
That's the least of Hassard's problems.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
He's got a little gender bathroom problem.
Yeah, Dennis Hassard.
Well, there's bad news if you want to Netflix and possibly chill. Netflix is raising its subscription price for subscribers who have been with them for over 2 years. Now, those people had been enjoying a grandfathered price of $7.99 a month, but will see their rate jump to $9.99 in May. Unfortunately, the rate increase kicks in just before the next season of Orange is the New Black, which premieres on June 17th.
Now, is it costing them to run more? Is that why they're increasing the price? Because I pay $8 after I think I get taxed on it, so I think I pay $8 change
Servers and
every
support.
month. But I mean, what's the
Expanding
reason?
costs money.
Are they expanding? What do they need to expand? I mean, they got the same amount of movies in there. I mean, they just changed the movies out.
Memberships. Takes more servers.
Yeah, but if they're making more money with more memberships, that should be covering the servers. I don't know. I just think it's Netflix going, you know, you can make a few more bucks. And I got no problem with that. But at least tell us. You know? I mean, don't just say, I want to know why you're raising that
It's
price.
like the electric company.
It's like having a meeting every quarter with your staff. You're providing information so they understand, so they're tracking. Netflix, I just want to know why you're raising the price. That's all. Right? Is that a fair question?
No, because they know everybody is using one account.
Okay.
You know,
then tell me. Tell me.
They have managed to figure out when you're using more than 4 accounts and you have to upgrade to a 4+ membership if you've got more than 4 profiles.
So they got that.
Account.
So Netflix, just tell us why, please. All right, I love your service. I Netflix and chill all the time by myself. It's great.
Yeah. Well, for the first time in 100 years, the U.S. Postal Service has actually decreased its rates. As of yesterday, the price of a first-class stamp dropped 2 cents to 47 cents. Postcard stamps dropped a penny to 34 cents, and international stamps dropped $1.15. However, it technically wasn't a price cut, but the expiration of a 2014 temporary rate increase. Now, the rate decrease is expected to cost the post office $2 billion a year.
I want to know why. Why the decrease? Tell me why. If you're going to take less of my money, tell me why. That's all.
It was a temporary.
Am I complaining?
It was a temporary increase that expired.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, 3 men were rescued from the remote Pacific island of Fanadic this past Thursday after a massive wave capsized their boat on Monday night. Now, the men swam 2 miles to shore where they gathered fallen palm leaves to spell out the word help. Luckily, the message was spotted and the men were rescued by the Coast Guard and the Navy.
See, that's why watching movies pays off on Netflix. All right? You think they would have had any inkling if they hadn't seen that in a movie?
Yeah, sure they had Netflix on the boat.
Spelling? No, they wasn't trying.
There was at least one downside to Cuba being opened up to American tourists.
What was that, Sky?
No, the nation is suffering a beer shortage thanks to the thirsty tourist. The Bucarino Brewery is a joint venture between the Cuban government and Belgium's Anheuser-Busch InBev, but they need a new plant to keep the pace with increased demand. And until that happens,
When we go in there, we just drink beer.
they're planning to import 3 million cases of beer.
I want a Bud. Give me a Budweiser. Quick, pop quiz.
Anheuser.
At a U.S. sales of 6,111,281,660 hundred. What is America's #1 selling beer?
England.
No, you listen this morning.
What do you
This is so.
Yeah,
Gotta be Bud
That's
Light.
how I get educated.
If it's not Bud Light, then
It's Bud Light.
You going Bud Light?
It's gotta be. They sponsored the NFL. If it's not Bud Light, heads and shoulders above the rest, I don't.
Well, my question wasn't yes, it wasn't #1 selling beer. Yes, Bud Light is. What's number 2?
Budweiser.
I'm gonna say, well, is it different?
Coors?
I was gonna say Coors if it wasn't different.
I thought
Is it
they said
different
Coors. I was about to say, that's a cigarette.
Coors Light.
Coors Light. And that's still listening this morning.
It's gotta be.
All right, well.
All right, number 3. Sorry, Scott. Sorry. Number 3.
Miller Light.
That's number 4.
Ugh.
PBR.
God.
PBR's on the rise, though, but no.
It's not
Natty.
England?
Budweiser. Budweiser. Number 5 is Natural.
Wise.
Natural.
Well, are you?
What's up? Remember that stupidness?
Come on, you did it yourself.
Yeah, please. I used to.
I remember the frogs.
Yeah.
And the diaper one, butt wipe.
Sky, please continue.
All right. Well, if you want to save time and water in the morning, don't shower. Supposed experts say that you really only need to shower about twice a week. In fact, the more showers you take, the more it may cause problems because showering can strip away essential oils from your body and increase your chance of infection from germs entering cracked
Well,
skin.
take them because I'm taking a shower.
There you go. Mark, you're ahead of the game, bro. Good for you.
Well, the Golden State Warriors beat the San Antonio Spurs on Sunday to tie the Chicago Bulls record of 72 wins in a season. The Warriors have a chance to set a new mark with their 73rd win on Wednesday against the Memphis Grizzlies.
I never thought that record would ever be beaten. And it hasn't been beaten yet.
Yeah.
We'll find out tomorrow night.
Match though.
They're in.
You're funny, Joe.
They're in. Where do they play? Sacramento, right? No, they play Oakland, right?
Yeah.
They're in Oakland, right, tomorrow?
That's correct.
Yeah, against the Grizz.
The Grizz.
Grizz are good.
They're good.
Grizz are a good team. They
They're
shall not go
Golden
gentle
State.
into that good night.
That good night is probably. Well, you're right. Okay, nothing's been played out yet. Anything can happen. It's a game, but at the same time.
But I'll tell you, it's hard to stop tsunami.
Yeah, here we go. They've actually given the Golden State Warriors the '96 Bulls intro song and said, "Take it. This song is yours."
But
here, and let me guess, babe. You're gonna compare Golden State to the '96 Bulls?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying they gonna be overconfident and end up losing.
So, okay, we'll make the prediction right now.
Can you tell me who they'll lose to?
Sky, does Golden State break their record Wednesday, tomorrow night?
Yes
or no? Bay?
No.
Chief?
Yes.
Ernesto?
Don't care.
Okay.
yes, they will beat the Grizzly. I'd like to hear what Bay was going to say, though. Who are they going to lose to?
Oh, they're going to lose to the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, he picks movies.
Well, we're just picking Wednesday. We're picking Wednesday if they're going to break the record.
Okay, well, let me throw this out there. Last night, they beat the Spurs at home for the first time in over 30 years.
Yeah, and I heard that the Spurs laid down for them. That's what I heard.
What do you mean? Do you think the Spurs laid down, or do you think Coach Pop is resting his starters? I don't think that's laying down. I think he's being more optimistic, knowing he's going to face the same team in a 7-game series.
Okay,
All right.
well said.
Speaking of
Not
laying,
really.
Yeah. Speaking of laying
No,
down,
that was good.
Robert O'Neill was among the group of Navy SEALs that raided Osama bin Laden's compound in Afghanistan, and O'Neill later revealed that it was he that fired the shot that killed bin Laden. And if you're wondering whatever happened to him, he was recently arrested for DUI in Butte, Montana. Now, customers of a convenience store, but Montana.
Butte, Montana.
Customers of a convenience store called 911 to report O'Neill was asleep at the wheel of a car early Friday morning, and he failed a sobriety test.
You know what? When he wrote a book, and when he did, you know how authors choose their names?
Yeah.
He chose Mark Owens.
No.
To write it. Yeah, go back and read the book written by this guy, and he used my name as his name as, you know, on the front of his
Well, Mark,
cover.
you guys share a similar story, right?
Did you had that happen?
Right? You guys, you killed bin Laden, right?
He did.
I don't believe this guy killed bin Laden, by the way.
And he flew in that
No,
helicopter
I don't
and
think.
got shot at.
I don't know. I found it interesting that somebody used my name of all people.
Yeah, like your parents.
Yeah.
Very interested in that.
Oh.
She scolded me the other day.
You deserved it.
You got a wag of the finger. No,
She loves you.
Free
I love her
ice
too.
cream, hello, could be yours
What?
today. Ben and Jerry's are having their annual free cone day today.
Not today.
Today, and select shops will offer a free single scoop, dish, or cone. Depending on which flavor you choose, money will be donated to a different charity, and you will also make donations in the store.
Nice, there you go.
Yep. No free ice cream. Republican presidential candidate John Kasich has come out in favor of making the Monday after the Super Bowl a national holiday. Now, it may seem odd coming from the governor of Ohio, since his state is home to the Bengals and the Browns, two teams that have very little to celebrate on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's a good point, Sky.
Like,
Look at Sky with his zingers in there, huh?
I don't know. He's got
Glasses
my vote.
kicking in.
there we are. Well, Headlining News is brought to you by Damar College in Clarksville. Damar has been helping students achieve their educational and career goals in business, criminal justice, healthcare, technology, and design, plus health and wellness. Now, for more information about your career, you can visit damarcollege.edu.
Sky, real quick question. You did a segue. Speaking of laying down, and then you went into the Navy SEAL who said he shot bin Laden.
That was found sleeping in the car.
Okay, just making sure. That was good.
Yeah, you're
Nice
welcome.
job on the segue.
Yeah.
I didn't
It's
say
just
thank you.
It's just the punchline wasn't until the end.
Okay.
You had to wait for it.
She goes, "You're welcome." Look at you with your glasses. You're so smart.
Nope.
You're so smart.
Nope.
Figuring out math problems on glasses.
Stop telling people.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here, but when we get back, some entertainment news, and yes, the Back Road Brigade. That's right. Jeff still out there? Did he leave?
Yeah, he had an emergency.
Okay. All right. Well, Jeff, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate your honesty, your insights.
Feedback.
And, feedback.
You're
I like that. I hope everything's okay.
It's wrestler talk.
Bring
Bring it, Mayor, bring it.
Yeah, you're going down.
5.5 years.
We got to grow. All right, don't go nowhere. Talk Radio meets live music coming up when we get back. Right here on the Joe Padula Show. WJZM 1400 A. Absolutely. All right, let's figure out the Back Road Brigade scenario.
Talking about they gonna lose too.
I'm telling you, man.
Man, put one on it then.
Put one on it.
Put one on it. You come watch it with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Put one on it. Have you watched the Grizzly all year?
I know that they lost last night because of Big
Artist?
But it's like what I said. Don't no team want to be the one that history is made up.
You've seen this before, right? Tomato shop in London.
He's great. I love it.
We'll watch it later, man. It's really funny.
Who is it this time? April. The one who said had bad table manners? No. The one with the job that didn't like you? No. The one with all the flamingos? No. I'm in love with the month of April because of these new April instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. I can play Wild 7, Triple Dot, Tickets, and Big Money Game. Maybe even win.
Don't worry about that. Just look at that. Hey, we're here with the Intern News Network. I'm Intern Thomas.
Intern Summer. Intern Summer. And I heard him talking about on the show earlier about the NBA. You been keeping up with the NBA at all? I know Thomas doesn't watch
really. I mean, all I've heard of the NBA is what you just said earlier in the show.
Really? Oh, well, they were talking about the Warriors about to break the record tomorrow against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are my second favorite team just because from Memphis. Yeah, I mean, they play them tomorrow. It's in Oracle in Golden State, so you think they're going to get it? Are you a Grizzlies fan? Or
Lakers.
Lakers? For real? Hey.
Black Mamba.
Yeah, but yeah, they play them tomorrow. They're going for the record, big Jordan 72-10 record.
I mean, I support my hometown, but I mean, I go to some of their games, but never been a Grizzlies fan.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I've been keeping up with the record. Me trying to follow the Lakers Kobe's last year. I've been keeping up with the record, so it's been crazy. I hope they get it. I mean, I guess records are meant to be broken. Now, part of me doesn't want them to get it, but
I mean, my favorite will always be Michael Jordan.
Yeah, so
because I grew up with Space Jam.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
That's the best movie.
That's the best sports movie on the planet.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, they play tomorrow, so on ESPN. I mean,
I'm rooting for you, Grizzlies.
You think they're gonna get it, Mark?
What?
The record?
Yeah, they get it.
You want them to get it?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Part of me wants them to get it. Part of me.
I want them to get it so I can hear Steve Kerr's final analysis of both sides. I want to hear how it felt to play for a team who got it. I want to feel how it felt to have coached the team who got it. Not to mention, man.
If they get it, they better win the championship. That's all I gotta say.
You gotta realize that Bulls roster was deep all the way through. Golden State is deep, but not to the same extent.
No,
they've got three main players.
Stop. You ain't been watching basketball.
You talking about the Splash Brothers and Draymond Green? When
that whole team is real stacked.
I know, not compared to the '96 Bulls.
Name some people on the team. Name 5 people on the Bulls team.
Do what?
Name 5 people on the 95-96 Bulls team.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about starters? You talking about coming off the bench? I'm talking about their starters for Golden State cannot. If they played Golden State today, 5 starters showing up 1-on-1, the Bulls would probably take 5 out of the 7.
All right, guys, we can have this later. We can have this out later.
I ain't done with you.
This segment was brought to you by Journey's Eye Studio of Clarksville, where one-of-a-kind vintage with modern furnishings are awaiting the arrival.
I just still think
handcrafted Journey's Eye pieces are created in Clarksville, unique items collected from around the world.
No instruments, nothing.
Journey's Eye Studio at 131 Franklin Street, store downtown Clarksville.
I'll sing
Visit Journey's Eye Studio.com.
No Pellas.
Hey, we have a
and Jordan.
We have a guitar.
Probably 2 of the best.
Dalton, can you play 5-string?
Not even offense.
No, I think the Bulls will beat them too.
And that's another thing that Golden State doesn't have is the defense that the
Can you play 6-string?
or mid.
Okay, can you only play a 5-string?
Yeah, we're
You can play only 4? Can you play 6? Forget the other 2. That's too many strings. Sit.
He said 17.
Yo, strut your stuff, baby. That's right. Who is this, Mark? This is our boy.
It's your boy Brett Stafford Smith.
I like Brett. Brett, he's been a busy guy. Doing his rounds in Nashville, exposing his sounds, his party style of country rock.
As most do.
Look at Mark, he's playing that country. You love that country, huh?
I've got a country folder. If you'd let me unleash it, I would love to share it with the people.
That's what I think about you.
You know, Joe had to go all the way to Afghanistan to enjoy country music.
Yeah, that's right. That's the first time I really let's say it's okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard music in 3 months. This isn't that bad.
That's right. It could be a music, right? Well, speaking of good music, we got Backroad Brigade hanging out with us, 2/3 of them anyway.
What's
Ladies
up?
and gentlemen, Dalton.
Hey.
And Seth.
Hey.
How are you guys? All right? What shows you guys got coming up here, sir?
Rivers Inspires this weekend.
Ah, yes, you guys are going to be on Rivers Inspires.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. Good deal. I'm glad that's happening. And unfortunately, we don't have a stage there. One day, maybe. One day. No, not with the city. They wouldn't accept a stage. We're not that other company. That's how that goes.
Wait on the next one.
No, we're working on the ball drop. That's when we're going to have our stages. Right. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. But Sky Entertainment News, what do you got?
Oh, you caught me off good.
Oh, who are you texting?
Her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Emergency email there. Oh, there we are.
Okay.
All right, well, we've got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that may be having second thoughts about introducing Steve Miller.
That was good.
Now, after criticizing them at the ceremony on Friday, he went after them again, accusing them of being elitist, adding, quote, "This little get-together you guys have here is like a private boys club. It's a bunch of, can I say that?
Let me see it.
If it seems wrong, don't say
Let's
it.
see.
You can.
Yeah, it's a
Joe
bunch
can.
of jackasses. It's a
Okay,
movie, Jackass.
jackasses.
I say jackass all the time.
And
Yes, and jerks and
Okay.
F-wording gangsters and crooks and who've F-wording stolen everything from a F-wording artist.
there you are.
There you are. Well, I'll tell you what. I know his words maybe could have been chosen a little bit better, but the guy makes a point.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, look at some of the artists that are in there. Look at some of the artists who are not in there.
Right.
It's all just the money-making scheme, which is not with like in sports where you have your baseball Hall of Fame where you have to earn that. Okay,
Unless you eat Rose.
basketball Hall of Fame, you have to earn. Yeah, unless you eat Rose. Well, real quick, we got some rock artists in here. Sky, I consider you a rock artist as well. Bay,
Oh, well, thank you.
you rock, so that counts. And that's what's the bully's name? Nelson. The artists. These artists are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Fact or crap? Are you ready? Seth, you're first.
All right.
Journey. Fact or crap in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Fact.
This was for.
You said Seth.
Did I say Seth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
said Seth.
And I was looking at Dalton the whole time. Dalton's like, what are you looking at me for?
Kinda
Seth,
got the wrong guy, man.
you say fact?
I say fact.
That is in fact crap. They are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Weird one.
Isn't that crazy?
You would
That's
tell
crap.
me.
All right, Dalton.
All
I'm
right.
gonna look at Seth this time. Dalton. These artists are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Fact or crap? Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Ernesto, no help, please.
I'm gonna say fact.
That is in fact 2002. Very nice.
Wow.
I'm sorry, 2007.
Yeah, close enough. Just a few
When I
years
think
off.
rock and roll, I think Grandmaster Flash.
Right. Betty. The Ramones. Fact or crap in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Fact.
That is in fact 2002. Nice job.
Oh, you got one.
New York Dolls not in that same genre. You know they are
Same genre.
punk, right?
Yeah.
Scott.
They were pretty big.
The Monkees.
Oh.
Are they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Here
Fact
we
or crap?
come.
Walking down the streets.
Last train at Clarksville.
Please keep going. Yes.
I don't know, maybe. I think crap.
That is in fact crap. They are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yay.
I mean,
Mark,
Yeah, one hit.
Yo.
your favorite, the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I see what you did there. Man, keep these innuendos, man. You gotta stop. I'm gonna say that's fact because if they let me down on live air, they can surely keep up for me in the Rock and Roll Hall of
Well,
Fame.
they are exactly, yes, fact in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2012. Nice
Wiki,
job.
wiki. Well done, fellas.
Sky, what else you got?
Well, we've got the former Saved by the Bell star, Dustin Screech Diamond, was released from a Wisconsin jail a month early after serving less than 3 months for carrying a concealed weapon and disorderly conduct. Diamond was able to knock a month off his sentence by cleaning floors in the jail and doing laundry.
Pop quiz. This will be our on-air game as well, too, since we kind of winner gets a free sandwich at Wicked Good Sandwich.
I've been out long sandwiches.
Here
All right, go ahead.
we go. Wicked Good Sandwiches, new location, 605 Cumberland Drive.
That's those flexing, like,
Woo.
do this soon.
Unless I heard this is one. He can't go.
Uh,
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Huh. All right, Dustin Diamond, as Sky just read to us, Screech.
Who's always in trouble all the time.
Always in trouble.
Always.
This time wasn't Lisa Turtle's fault.
Adam.
Well, what's Screech's character full name on Saved by the Bell?
Whoa.
Well, that's a good one.
I don't know that one.
You got me.
Nobody knows?
Screech McGinnis.
Oh,
Screech McGinnis. Bay? No? I mean, you're a big Saved by the Bell guy.
No, but
Oh, never mind. Samuel Powell. Samuel Powell.
wow.
Powers.
That's what I said. What was AC?
Right.
Slater's first name. Those initials, AC. And I'll give you options on this.
Okay.
Adam Christopher, Alexander Chad, Albert Clifford, Aiden Chrysler.
The third one.
The third one.
Albert Clifford. Yeah.
Albert Clifford.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna say the second one.
Okay, second one, Alexander Chad. Bay.
the third one.
The third one,
I'll go with number one just to be different.
Adam Christopher. Well, Albert Clifford, the third one, yes. Nice job. Sky,
Lucky
continue.
guess.
All
No,
right,
I
well.
said Joe's paper.
No, don't look at my paper.
Look at his paper. The CW
Cheating,
is
man.
bringing back Mad TV. The series will return for 8 new 1-hour primetime episodes. The updated version will have new stars, but the original cast members will return as hosts of each episode. No new cast members were announced, and they also didn't announce a premiere date.
I love that show. I was a big fan of Mad TV. That was like your SNL alternative.
Yeah.
And they did a great job.
They did a great job.
Who was Will Sasso? That guy's great. His Schwarzenegger is amazing. But yeah, I look forward to Mad TV returning to TV.
Pretty awesome. We've got Adele's Hello has tied the record for the most weeks at number 1 on Billboard Magazine's Adult Contemporary Radio Airplay chart by a female artist. Adele has now tied Kelly Clarkson's Breakaway and Celine Dion's A New Day Has Come for the longest number 1 run at 21 weeks.
That's I mean, Adele, she's making it happen. Good for her. Good for her. She's got a great sound. I mean, I like that Hello song. It's good. I like it so much I sang it down. No, come on, babe. I give it a shot.
Yeah,
Hello.
I know.
Hello from the other side.
Wow, that's uncanny.
Dalton's
That was
favorite
almost
song.
it. Yeah.
Dalton, can you sing an Adele song real quick?
I can't now.
Okay.
No.
Honesty is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What else you got?
Well, we've got the NWA were among the artists inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on Friday.
Pop quiz, Seth. What does NWA stand for?
No one.
It's all right. Group member Ice Cube took the occasion to call out Kiss Gene Simmons for saying they didn't belong in the hall. What?
Wow.
We're here to stay.
You
Get used
out,
to
you
it.
get out of here. However, Simmons responded on Twitter by saying to let him know when Jimi Hendrix will be inducted into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Shots fired!
You okay?
Point Gene Simmons?
Shots fired!
I didn't know he knew how to use Twitter.
Today is your birthday, and you're celebrating it with actor Ed O'Neill from Married with Children and Modern Family. Also
Love
Wayne's
Ed.
World. He's
Love
70.
Is he really?
Wow.
You guys watch Modern Family? Good show.
Sometimes, yeah.
Good show.
Or we've also got a TV host David Letterman is 69. Actor, singer David Cassidy of the Partridge Family is 66. And actor Andy Garcia from Ocean's 11, Smoking Aces, and the Pink Panther 2 is 60.
There you go.
Yeah, and entertainment news is brought to you by the Gilroy, which is voted Tennessee's 8th best pub. The Gilroy is located in downtown Clarksville at 140 University Avenue and hosts their Fat Bottom Trivia, the city's #1 game show, every Thursday night at 8 p.m.
There you go. All right, well, we got to get out of here. It's top of the hour, but thanks to Jeff Robinson coming in here today and, man, talking local government, local politics, and local business.
Yes,
Very informative. Thank you, Jeff.
it was a good one.
Owner-operator of the Black Horse Brewery and also the tap room upstairs.
We'll be there in July.
July? All right.
Yeah. June.
June. There you
Got it
go.
wrong.
June 3rd.
June 3rd.
Yeah.
I also like to thank the Clarksvilleans for coming in here today.
It's my sister's birthday.
They got the Clarksville Roller Girls, Game of Groans. That's
Is
right.
it?
Game of Groans. This,
Is that the right
this
one? Not Moans.
No, not Moans.
Okay.
Game of Moans. Much better.
Yep.
Game of Thrones comes on in 12 days and
Counting.
what is it, an hour and a half now?
Back Road Brigade, thanks for stopping in. Here's your free Wicked Good sandwiches.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Go enjoy.
Thank you so
You
much.
only get 2. Matt doesn't get one.
That's fine. He doesn't need it anyways.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we got to get out of here. Fun show, good show. Appreciate everything. Sky, excellent job. I think you do better with the glasses, to be honest with you.
I can see better.
All right, Faye, nice job. You look good with your glasses on.
Yep.
That's right. Chief, good job directing. Okay, Ernesto, a great job producing.
Can't wait to crash your next business meeting.
My business date.
Yeah.
Mark Goins, nice job. Tell your mom I'm sorry. And yes, interns, good job out there. All right, Mr. Free Zone hanging out today, taking us some notes. Thank you, sir. All right, we got to get out of here. It's past the top of the hour, so I messed up. But coming up next, we got the Braves at the Nationals. All right, we got to go tomorrow. Tune into the New England game where we have, some same-sex marriage couple. All right, Clarksville, thanks for allowing us, enabling us to tell your story. It's fun. It's an honor. No BS. See you tomorrow. Joe Paducci, WJZM 1400 AM. Absolutely.